hear me?
Woo! I hope we got this right the first time, otherwise this will be really awkward.
Oh.
We got it, usually.
It would be correct if I had put my headphones on. That's on me, not on the program. The program can hear you. I can't hear you. I'll be... Give me 1 sec. I forgot to get headphones.
All right, then. Well, hello, everyone, and welcome back to Nat Disaster, the first session of 2025. I would like to say ringing in the New Year's, but we're 2 years into the New Year's already, and a lot of shit has already happened.
He's not wrong.
So, yeah. So just coming at you in the new year, just to bring another 2025 disaster. Not like we have enough of them in the world right now. But we're bringing us back into my fictional world of Ty Chorus. So thank you guys for joining us. My name is Brian Creevy. I am the DM Disaster Master here. And brought the group of my idiot friends here just so we can sit around and try to play some D&D and get a cohesive story put together. But yeah, quickly just to go all the way around the room or the Discord screen, we got over here our tech paladin.
Sorry, I'm glaring at Twitter being dog shit. Which is just normal. Hi, I'm Conlon. I play Bracket in this campaign, and in the passive played Rain, Greg, and Altok. I'm doing it enough times where I'm not going to forget.
Hey, remembering your characters.
Just keep saying all the names, and you'll be permanently in your memory. It's the only reason
I just have nightmares of their traumas.
Yeah, just part of the trauma you already have. They're just all melding together now.
Seriously, though, it's unfair. Like,
well, going down over there.
I'm only slightly tragic on this dealio. Now go.
Down over there, we have Chaos blowing in the wind with, I believe, his fourth name in the campaign.
Let me check my notes. Yes.
Whatever the Llama Man wants.
I like the idea that Callum's notes are just all of his names.
It's a lot of notes. I have
it's just a little joke.
When Yamakasi writes his autobiography. Sorry, I kept saying bibliography for a second.
No, that's at the end if you want to set your sources in your autobiography, which makes you a psychopath.
when Yamakasi writes his autobiography, it's going to be chaptered Wind Whisper, Seabreeze, Eileen, Yamakasi, and any other names.
Whatever's fucking next.
Yeah, honestly, and like the cross appendix, and everyone's gonna just be like, "This can't be real. This isn't a life. This is like a collection of 15 lives."
Your book, the book of your life, will teach people about the new times alignment when it's their time to deal with the problem.
Yeah, but from like a really unreliable narrative perspective, like
that's the joke of Rain knowing about times alignment. She doesn't know jack shit. She has stories she's read in books.
That's more than like
in the end, stories and books.
Yeah.
Going over to that side, I believe we have our displacement wizard with issues. Andrew, go ahead and describe those issues.
What up, guys? I'm Andrew. I am playing Oliver Evangrove, and as we established last time, he is a portal wizard with mommy and daddy issues, and abandonment issues, and probably other issues as well. He just has a lot of issues.
Not dead girlfriend issues.
That's...
No, he's got dead girlfriend who's actually alive issues.
Yeah.
Undead? Question mark?
That's the one.
It is a world of magic, but nah, she's fine.
Yeah, so let's see if we can resolve some of those issues as we unravel this campaign. So let's get the show on the road.
Pretty sure we're gonna add at least 3 more by the end of this one session alone. So.
Also, I just need to fucking sleep because I don't know any fucking spell slots left.
Well, get to sleep,
insomnia,
guys. Power through this, okay?
For you.
Spaces.
Just take some NyQuil.
A burgeoning fear of crowmen.
All right, and last but not least, we have the best note taker in all of nature, Vicky. Introduce yourself.
Hi. I'm Vicky. I am playing Nock. They are a halfling ranger with a giant owl. I almost said rogue. I'm just too used to being a rogue.
Hey, if
Monk
you can
rogue.
get to stay in rogue just long enough to get this get auto advantage in every
Thought
shot.
about it. I have thought about it. Don't worry.
Maybe Rain can teach you
Mhm.
steady aim.
I think I might have to dip into druid instead is the thing, and I don't want to dip too many levels. So
I feel like
I'll
And
just
remember,
teach
my
you
world is a
steady aim.
world of you learning skills. So I would. It's not beyond the realm of possibilities to just train to learn how to do steady aim. So
Oh, dude, I
That's
could help
true.
you, teach you that.
That's
an
true. I
amazing
finally
thing
have
to
something
learn.
to use my bonus action for.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, just
I
sit there
will
go,
absolutely help
I
teach
give
you
myself
that. I
advantage.
haven't.
Thunk. I left it
Yeah.
dead.
Do that shit where I make you like
Yeah,
hold your breath and take the shot and then like click you on the elbow with like a switch.
Mm,
And then you kill me from afar. Like
you
really
guys
far.
have so many combo moves to do. We're
yeah.
still. I think
I'm
we're
so
slowly
excited.
starting to establish
We're gonna
that.
get
I'm
there.
so excited. Brian, there's so many combos I'm gonna have
When
with my
we have
portals. I'm so
giant
excited.
bracket with
Mhm.
his turret, and I'll just begin swinging at people down on the ground,
I
sending them
was-
to space.
Yeah.
And I can't
was,
wait
Not
for
um,
all
a
the
little
new
bit excited,
displacement
but a little
spells to get
terrified.
unveiled and put in because the combo moves with portals.
I'm so
Are
excited.
we done
I'm
with
so-
introductions?
Yeah, I think we just trailed off right there because this is.
I'm
the
sorry for
ADHD
interrupting everyone's, but also, I was visiting Andrew the other day, and we were hanging out, and I was talking to him about a combo move I had thought of for Nock and Eoline or Yamakasi. So, like, the portal that I can make right before I take a shot, would you be able to hold your action to fire into the place where I fire? Like, is that a thing?
I would imagine.
Because you can
hold my
fire through the
action.
same portal, then, right? Like, and
You can always try.
I would imagine that would work.
I could potentially send your shots through magical barriers, then, which is pretty neat in theory.
Not
Those
Like,
would
mine
be
don't
very
do
excited about
damage,
this.
but yours are like plus what? Fucking 20 something for extra damage? Like,
It depends on who I'm hitting.
fair enough. But
Humanoids
still,
and
like, I still
elementals
think
are going to be most of the things you're fighting in this game. So.
Yeah, I was pretty strategic with what I took for my favorite enemies. Let's put it that way. I get plus 9 damage.
plus the 10 from sharpshooter.
And just
Yeah,
wait
if I do
until
sharpshooter.
just wait until
Plus
Nock gets a
Hunter's
magical
Mark
bow.
if I have Hunter's Mark up.
And then we'll teach you steady aim, so that way you have advantage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so like, I just wanted to,
Nock's just like,
I'm a
I
killing
don't
machine.
need an extra attack.
Yeah,
and that's the thing is, like,
one
as long
shot,
as you are
one
using
kill.
your reaction, you can use your
Yes.
action on your turn to do other things. Like,
Shot 1 kill, that's so good. I love it.
The second
Well.
bracket actually says that in game, Nock is gonna be like,
Yes.
I'm just picturing Nock floating like above,
It's so true too.
flying on a cloud, looking for a tiny little pinhole of light that you see in front of Yamakowski's
600
hand.
feet away.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, yeah, the portal sends it 60 other feet into a different direction behind cover and barriers and all sorts of other shit. Like, in a couple levels, I'll be able to see through solid matter
Cool.
with
Well,
my
Let's do
Anyway.
it.
anyways,
Yeah.
yeah.
anyway, I don't think we have any announcements other than we are being more active on Bluesky. I got my DM plays sessions that are going up, which I finally had my first team death. So RIP to that guy. Watch the episode to figure out who dies. But let's dive into tonight's disaster. So, previously, guys, on that disaster, Misfit Warriors, the second alignment. We got to get some sort of title going for that. The newly formed Misfit Warriors headed up from Ladris towards a starting point in the Misfits' journey, the Shrine of Time, where Bracket, Naresh, and Jinrash had met. The astronomer up there may be able to help locate the location of where the starfall that is going to be falling into the grasslands of Galandria. But you guys just don't know where. So this astronomer may be able to predict that location to help give a more solidified place so you can get the stardust and complete the components Yamakausi needs to help liberate Zista City of at least some of the situation that is going on. On your way up there, the Misfit Warriors finally, honestly, after a stressful morning, getting to know each other, as there was just non-stop action, and now suddenly on a several-hour cart ride together, learning a little bit more than you guys would than Oliver was prepared for, with his ex-girlfriend being alive. You guys creating some herbal edibles to calm everybody's nerves down, and started really trying to piece together events that happened in the past 2 to 3 days, plus the past couple of weeks. As you guys arrived at the Shrine of Time, nobody was at the top of the cliffside like there was the first time Bracket was here. However, you guys decide to go down into the Shrine of Time, discover there may be some hidden secret in this chamber, unlocked by having 3 holy symbols of Xylia. On top of doing that discovery, the group found a fly swatter and a bull's horn that they could figure out what they want to do with those 2 things. Nock and Bracket making some form of you get 1 slap on me, so Nock can slap Bracket at any time with that fly swatter. Bracket and Yamakausi saying their individual prayers to Xylia, and Bolt even hinting at Bracket that he heard from Xylia and has information on the next directive to meet with him alone at the next night's watch, and he would discuss what Xylia's bestowed upon him. As those 2 were praying, Nock and Oliver headed back out of the Shrine of Time to go meet up with the astronomer, and started connecting again how Nock had seen a vision of Oliver and what that may mean. Oliver bringing up the stone slab that his father left him, and before bringing it out to show Nock the stone slab, a dark presence was felt. And looking ahead, you guys saw kobolds that seemed to be possessed by some sort of shadowy force. Bracken and Yamakausi catching up, Nock released an arrow, breaking an orb, setting a storm off in the area, killing that kobold, but alerting a wave of other kobolds to flood the area. With a magical barrier that appears behind the group, blocking the way back into the Shrine of Time, held by golden sigils and a golden lock with a question mark keyhole. You guys battled and pushed forward out into the front of the Shrine of Time, discovering that the orbs were the key to getting the storm back inside. Finding out the Obscure were the ones who were possessing the kobolds, and upon the kobolds' deaths, the Obscure would try to get out and escape. You guys fought these new creatures while Oliver heard a voice he had heard in his head a few days ago, speaking out to him, guiding him towards what he needed to do to stop this situation. After everything was resolved, the group plugging up the rest of the holes, collecting all their materials, and regrouping, you guys started thinking about all of the events that had happened and trying to determine if all of this is related or just everything happened all at once and it's not related, just all separate events occurring on the same day. And as you were pondering that, you guys hear a voice speak up above asking if you all cleared out the storm, and that voice being the yuan-ti, that yuan-ti pureblood that Bracket and Jinrash remember seeing so long ago, ergo 2 weeks ago. The yuan-ti inviting you
5
all
years.
up for tea. Nock saying that it better not be poisoned, otherwise they'd kill them. And then them basically verifying that they will purify it if need be for your.
I was going to say, that sounds racist.
And that is where we ended last month's session. So, you guys are still out in the front of the Shrine of Time. The ground around you is still wet. There's still splatters of blood. Vane seems to have rested at the top of the cart, is staring down as the auntie walks away. And in front of you, you still have the staircase to the side that has a slight break in it from a lightning strike, as the way that seems to be most easy to get up to the top of the cliff.
How tall is the top of the cliff?
Roll a perception check as the skies have cleared and you can kind of see a little bit better.
Okay. That's 31.
Okay. Why
No,
do
it's
I
not.
even
That
ask
can't
you
be
to
right.
roll?
19 plus 12. What is that?
31.
Yeah, 31.
Holy shit.
That's a high
No.
roll, yeah.
That doesn't sound fucking right.
31, you stare up and you feel almost like you get the sight of an eagle at this point, or a half elf just looking up. You're able to immediately measure the distance. You're like, oh, that's about 150 feet.
That is unfortunate. All right, well, I guess I'm gonna let my dumbass up this stupid hill. Like,
What a schlep.
Yeah, I schlepp myself.
it literally
up
is
this
too.
I'm gonna
I know, because I'm
have-
sitting there like, can I get up there? Oh, wait, actually, no. How far can my grappling hook? No, that's only 60 feet. Fuck me. All right. You know what? I hate this. I'm just gonna schlep my dumbass.
I'm gonna have Vane keep an eye out and just give a hoot if anything happens again.
Hell yeah, girlfriend. Give a hoot.
And Vane is going to be hovering.
Wait, is Vane
in the air.
is Vane female?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I thought so. I just wanted to make sure.
Vane is going to be
We don't
hovering in
want
the air
to
about at the level that
misgender
you
the bird.
guys are all at as you ascend the stairs. Roll a perception check for Vane as she just watches your back climbing up the cliff.
All right.
Every time I sigh or make a bitchy noise, I'm just picturing Vane giving a hoot.
Vane gets advantage.
Just right back to you.
Keen hearing and sight.
I'm just like, shut up. Stop it. Giving me away.
That's a 21.
Okay, all right. Vane's keeping a keen eye out on the surroundings for you guys.
Hell yeah.
Hey, they
So
used
you
they used the
guys-
name in the title.
You guys
It
ascend up the
is.
stairs.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Wait, are the stairs
Easily-
still like dangerously fucked up where they got fucking smashed?
So, in the first arc of the stairs before it curves the other direction, the very top of it seems to have been blasted with lightning, and a good chunk of it has fallen off. There's still that kind of sliver in a ruin that you can kind of step on to continue around. There's still that.
Yeah, you gotta
so,
just hug the wall like in a video game.
yeah.
Okay. No one knows mending.
Well,
I know that.
No.
that might
actually,
take a very long time with a staircase.
oh yeah, it's
I
on
feel,
the
I feel like that's a bit beyond a cantrip.
If you're worried about it, Vane can catch me and I'll go first.
Or so Vane will be kind of flying near that area protectively, just making sure everybody's good.
I also weigh nothing though. I weigh
Now, we'll find out if the stairs can't
35
handle
pounds,
bracket.
probably, maybe 40. So I'm 3 feet tall.
Bracket, roll
I
a
weigh about
dexterity
as much
check
as a
as you
small
try to do
child.
It should be roll for the stairs and a weight check.
it. Roll for stairs.
So I get up fine.
I'll roll for stairs.
That's good.
I didn't roll very
That
good.
is-
What's my modifier for
pretty sure-
stairs?
Open up your character sheet,
No,
man.
but
We're
what's
playing
for
D&D.
stairs are on the character sheet.
Oh, dexterity, dude. Come on.
It's +0, so it didn't matter.
What is it? 8. You do try to slide across the wall in the back, and at one point your foot slips. Not like you're completely falling, but Vane kind of flies forward and gives you a wing, and just helps you get to the rest of it.
Oh,
Bracket weighs currently 360 pounds. I'm 180, plus I have 181 pounds of gear.
Well, you weren't completely. My D20 is now gone. You weren't
I'm sure you have stuff in
completely
the car.
falling off, so Vane didn't take all of that weight. And with Vane's, what's Vane's strength modifier?
Vane's strength mod is plus
I like
2.
how I've caused
Plus
this to
2.
roll for me falling down a hill.
Vane, that's a 16 in total for Vane. So without you fully falling your full weight, Vane is able to hold up enough weight to support you and get you the rest of the way on the stairs. Good job, Bracket. You have succeeded and bested the stairs.
Cool. Do they look more fragile now?
Just a little bit, to the point where Oliver kind of looks and is just like, all right, but the rest of you guys are easily able to pass these stairs.
I didn't leave anything in the car. I have everything I can fit in my bag.
As you guys ascend the rest of the staircases carefully, you do notice there are other holes in the wall as you climb up at distances close enough to the stairs, and you can see even little tiny paths carved from the holes to where the stairs are. You don't feel any sort of darkened energy like you had before, so doesn't seem like there's anything hostile, but it gives a little uneasy feeling as you're ascending above.
If any of the holes are within the 5 foot, I can poke my sword in. I'm not stabbing to stab. It's the sword's lit up. So I'm just
see to look or to try to stab something that might be there.
To look. I'm just making sure there isn't a guy about to jump out. And if he does, guess what?
Yeah, roll a perception check to see if there's anything you can see down the holes. There's a couple that are right next to the stairs.
Yeah, I'm being safe. Paranoid, maybe. But we also were just jumped.
Technically, I kind of jumped them.
Really?
That is a 7. Is that set? That is a 9. Roll
9
today.
No, that's just Bracket skill checks.
I'm also
Paladins are not skill monkeys.
I'm sorry, I know 31 just unbalances the whole look. Everyone's like, oh, what?
7, 6,
Okay,
8.
9.
29.
Ask me to do an athletics check, and we can see some impressive numbers.
I got a dirty 200.
You can go ahead and do some push-ups at the top of the hill and feel good about yourself, okay?
Ask me to do
I
a
know, right?
charisma
Because
check.
Yamakasi
I'm
dies
in.
every other day.
But Bracket, checking into these holes visually and also listening in, most of them you don't hear or see anything. All of them you don't see anything. At one in about the middle length, you can hear the faintest yip, but it's definitely something far, far off in the distance of the tunnel system. You can't tell how far, but you barely perceived it, just to kind of let you know there are more down there.
Yeah, but none of them sound to be a threat nearby.
Something is happening.
You've been in this area before, right, Bracket? No, wait, what the fuck am I asking you for? You don't have a memory before you got here to this area. Does anyone else have any knowledge about the? You know what? I'll probably ask the yuan-ti upstairs. I'm considering either leaving piles of caltrops at each of these or leaving gold. So
Jinrash is going to speak up and just say, being in this area for most of my life, these kobolds have always been troublesome, but nothing too serious. Just honestly more of a nuisance than anything. That wasn't something I've seen before with them.
Yeah, I was assuming not because of the
it's the
shadow
end times,
guys. Yeah, exactly. But I like you said, I don't want to get jumped on the way. Once we're up there, I don't want them to pour out after us, and I don't want to implicate this yuan-ti guy in case we, pissed something off. So I think I may ask him before doing either of those things. but
From what I felt
Yeah.
inside, it felt like most of them were really deep in the mountain themselves.
With your primeval awareness, yes, there
So-
were like a couple dozen that seemed to be near you, but you were able to tell either they all came up or after Jinrash blocked the holes, they just went back inside.
does your primeval awareness, what does that work on? Specifically?
Humanoids and elementals.
Okay. Oh, okay. So literally both of them. That's good.
Yes.
Because my
Everything
divine
that's
sense
important in the
does
campaign.
celestial fiends and undeads, and I know that
Yeah,
Bracket
so we
has
have
the same
quite
one.
a bit of quite a bit
Yeah,
of
we can see a
sensing
whole
that we
bunch
can
of shit.
do.
And then
I
whatever
have another
Oliver
one
has.
though because of my oath, the oath of the Watchers, and I think I can also see the extra plane.
Mm.
That'll be useful at some point.
Yeah, maybe
But-
abjurations.
The rest of the travel up the stairs goes perfectly fine. Nothing interrupts you all. When reaching the top of the stairs, you can now see the windmill a mere 50, maybe 60 feet away in a lot clearer detail. Its exterior looks pretty strong, old and weathered, but definitely holding up well. There seem to be some patchwork boards put up over the years, and a few spots seem to be in need of more, but most of it seems pretty sturdy and good condition. The windows can be seen at several heights around the tower, suggesting there may be about 4 floors within the building. And the blades of the windmill's rotors are a forest green color, so in the strong northwestern winds that you guys are having right now, they seem to be the blades keep on spinning, almost making it look like an actual shade shower oak tree. To your left, you guys can see now closer, a mere 10, 15 feet away, that Adirondack chair that you guys had seen from before with the umbrella pitched in next to it. And seeing something you guys haven't been able to see before, there does appear to be a little garden of sunflowers at different patches grown behind the Adirondack chair.
Is the
That's cool.
chair made of wood?
You gonna investigate the Adirondack chair?
I want to look at it. Yeah.
Roll an investigation check with the Adirondack chair.
I just wanted to look at it. I didn't know it was gonna be a roll. My investigation isn't
We
great.
roll dice in this house, okay?
We're in different
That's-
houses.
That's a whole
Hey, Brian.
3. That's a whole 3 there.
A
That's a
whole
3?
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 2 plus 1.
Holy
so you
shit. We better not be
approach
confident
over-
me and Nock are dying.
You guys, maybe this is the power of my nat 1 glass. The closer I get to the
Yeah, I
bottom
can
of the
just make
glass, the
us
worse you guys
roll
roll.
Just gonna eat my cold cheeseburger in sadness.
So,
Aw.
Nock, you don't get the fun bit of information about the chair that I wanted you guys to know. But
Yeah.
Aw.
you go over to the area
Investigate.
and you see on the chair itself, there does appear to be a book that is open, placed face down.
I'm gonna
Can
whisper to
what
Jin
what
Rash. Is
is
that
it?
a good
Was
chair?
Is there anything on the title?
You pick up the book, or you just kind of looking to see if it's on the page?
I want to look at the back first and try to see
So-
what it
The
says.
spine.
The
Yeah.
book. The book does have a title on the front, and there's no picture, but the words. Do you speak or do you read Dwarven?
Let me see. I have common, halfling, orc, druidic, gnomish, goblin, and primordial.
You don't
Okay.
even
Dang, you have a whole shitload
You
of
don't
them.
even speak Elven, even though your best friend is a half elf.
No,
He speaks Druidic.
I speak druidic.
That's fair.
So while you're checking that book, just answering you,
Yeah.
Conlon, Jinrash says it looks like it might be one of ours.
Mm.
He's gonna
Ours
go
what?
over to the chair and start looking into it a little
Picks
bit
up
more.
one of the
So,
chairs, flips it over. Yep, has
Oh,
the branding.
but he's coming over, starts
Um,
looking at it, and Nock, you have this book with Dwarven title.
I guess if I can't read the title and he's not like standing over us right now, right?
No, you look around, even just your passive perception, you don't see the yuan-ti anywhere.
I'm good.
Okay.
Oh, he's gone already?
I definitely look at it. Yeah.
He walked back to his house.
I'm gonna tap him up.
I go ahead and take a peek at what he's reading. I won't lose his page. That
Uh,
would be a crime.
the first page, as you open it up, you can see is fully written out. However, it is also in Dwarven.
Damn it.
Do you turn into any other pages?
I keep tabs on what page he was on, but yeah, I kind of flipped through.
Cool. Okay, he was literally on the front page from there.
Oh.
So you see, literally, it was
Hard
just the
to
front
lose
page
that, at
open.
least.
So it's easy. You flip to the second page. It doesn't seem to be Dwarven, but it seems to be written in some sort of like arcane language. The next page. And then you flip to the next page, and you
yeah.
actually notice that the rest of the book is blank.
Because it's right now, guys. It hasn't been written yet.
Hey, Oliver.
Yes. I'm not sure what.
Some of these,
Yeah.
the like writing on here kind of looks like magic shit.
Can I try and figure out if I recognize it or?
Yeah. First off, do you speak Dwarven?
Nope.
People from Zista know a lot of weird languages, so just needed to make sure.
Dwarven's not one of them.
Cool. All right. So
Do I
you also
recognize it as being Dwarven? Like,
yeah, it's kind of like how you can look at a Japanese letter or something and know, this is Japanese.
Yeah.
I just don't know what it says. So
You guys, anyone speak Dwarven at all?
No. I want to be
Well,
looking at the
Jinrash
outside
is
hold
of
very
the
on.
open
place.
to the
Wait,
brand.
wait. I have Jinrash's character sheet. Let's see if he chose Dwarven.
Uncultured.
Nope, he's got Common, Draconic, and Infernal. So
No, got no dwarf
Alright, so
fans.
We're flipping a chair
unfortunately, none of you can read that. However, Oliver, you do look at the second page, and you can tell that this seems to be some sort of magical spell. Roll an Arcana check.
Ooh.
19. 19.
19. So, excuse me. This is something that surprisingly is written in common on this one. Just arcane glyphs kind of like smearing the letters a little bit. You studying magic, you're able to look at them and figure out this does appear to be a displacement spell. You can tell by the certain magical like glyphs and sigils and words and casting information that this is something that is unlike any other school. It's only from the few spells you and your father have learned.
Can I ask a very topical question?
Sure, as they are investigating this stuff. What's up?
So, Oliver has a photographic memory, right?
Correct.
Because he's got
Correct.
the like. So, could he copy a spell into his spell book from his photographic memory? Like copy it down out of this thing, and then spend the time during a long rest and the materials, gold components cost, whatever, to copy it into his spell book so he could use it?
I mean, if he takes a little bit of time, I guess he could honestly just memorize it and then know how to do it again. He does. So yeah, honestly, if you wanted
Because copying it into your spell book is the whole process of teaching it to yourself the way that you would know it for easy use.
Yeah.
Right. So
I'd say it's
that,
still
as long as he doesn't have to keep this book on his person to do it is what I mean. Because
I would say he could probably memorize it, looking at it for a couple of minutes. For copying it into his spell book, he would have to still spend the required amount of time, because on top of copying it, it's also kind of
practicing
practicing it and also infusing the magic in that spell, binding it in your book.
Exactly. Okay, so preparing it into your spell book. So but he could do that from his memory while this guy kept his copy, right?
Yes.
He could just do that while dude, that's fucking neat. What a great use of that feat.
Keen Mind is also
As a wizard?
is the
Holy
DM
shit.
Bane's feat.
Yeah, it's he knows everything.
Holy shit! Oh my god! I never even considered that photographic memory made it easier to copy spells into your book. Holy fuck!
Good
Well,
thought,
you
bro.
gotta get that keen mind, llama boy.
So, Oliver,
Llama
you start
boy, I love
poring
that.
over the book, just studying the arcane, trying to figure out exactly the details of this spell. I don't have it in D&D Beyond yet, but I will explain it all in a moment. While you're doing it, Jinrash kind of like gets back up from the chair and he's like, "This actually seems to have been carved by my father.
Oh,
Oh shit!
Sick.
He hasn't
You heard Dad, and you were
made
like, "Daddy."
anything. He hasn't made anything in over a decade. Still holding up good."
How's the outside of the windmill look? You said it was like looks like a big
It
tree.
looks sturdy, but it also looks like there's a lot of patchwork that has been done. So it's been here for a while, but it's been maintained well.
Can I start casting the
Yuan-ti
mending
walked away,
spell
did he,
just like
gesture us to
passively until he
follow,
comes
or did he
out?
just walk away?
So wait, are you just walking over to the windmill, Yamakasi? It's like 50 to 60 feet away.
Yeah, I was going to start approaching and like looking at it. So my assumption is that it's over the shrine of a temple to Xylia,
Mm-hmm.
and that this guy is clearly associated with her in some way. I've never met him, but like I don't want to go in. But also, like, if this windmill is even remotely associated with her, I'm probably casting the mending cantrip and like looking at the outside.
Did me in Yamakowski, I'll just say his name right, because it's me, not Bracket. Didn't we give each other the lowdown of what information we've learned about shit? At one point
Did
when we
we?
were traveling, we had a conversation, but I remember what we specified that we told each other. Because you told us a little bit about what you did in the heist, as we all kind of stared at you.
Yeah, I've been like hyper info dumping, but like in smatterings about all of the things.
If
so
you
like,
did that,
I don't know
Bracket,
that you know
Herset
what I
told
know
you-
about Xylia.
I would have told you about
other
Temple,
than that, like,
and seeing the yuan-ti who mentioned, I forgot what he said because me.
Yeah, but you mentioned that like Naresh was there the first time.
Yeah,
and he was the one who greeted you guys. So like, I'm aware that he exists.
Yeah, and
but like, I'm
says
probably
thing
not
with time,
super familiar.
because he mentioned a time thing
Exactly.
to Bracket, and Bracket went, "Well, that's weird."
Yeah.
All right, so you start heading over there. I'll get back to that in a second. Oliver.
Okay.
Yes, I'm here.
Oliver, after a few minutes pouring it over, you're able to move things around so you can actually read the words on the page, and it seems to be a spell, a third level displacement spell. And the title, the name of it, you can see it is also, it's not named by it, but you can see it's signed by the same name, Kyushi, that you found the other spell for.
Okay.
And the spell seems to be called Rock's Fall.
Don't do that one. That's dangerous for us. Rock's Fall. Guys.
No.
Excited. I'm excited.
Did you create Deus Ex Machina? I'm not going to solve all the problems, but we're dying with them.
The quick, too long, didn't read, but it's still going to be a little bit long. A caster speaks the incantations and opens a 10-foot by 20-foot rectangular portal above the target area, dropping falling rocks from somewhere within space on top of it. Anyone in the affected area must make a strength saving throw. A creature takes 8d6 bludgeoning damage and falls prone on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one and remains standing. Any object or structure struck by these rocks also takes damage, collapsing into rubble if destroyed, and the rocks disappear after impact.
Did you literally just give me a Rocks Fall, everyone dies spell?
Yes.
Yeah, but if you talk about glass cannon, you get one.
How are the how well are the sunflowers taken care of? Do they look like really well cared for, or do they look like kind of sad?
Looking at them, I'd say you can tell
smiling at each other.
They are kept in good condition. They're obviously, it's hard to grow them over here, but it seems like a lot of work has been put in to make this spot a hospitable environment for the sunflowers to grow.
Respect. Okay.
Mhm.
Cool.
All right, so real quick while you guys are doing that, Yamakasi, you start heading towards the house, and there's a big expanse of just the top of a cliff, just rocks everywhere over. You can see little tiny bushes, a big boulder to the side. There seems to be a stone path from the top of the staircase that leads directly to the windmill that's a couple feet to your side. And then looking ahead, you can see a bunch of holes kind of in the ground. Not a lot of them, but a decent amount in the actual top of the rock face over here.
Okay, do they look like the kobold bits? Like, do I get the sense that something might come popping out at me?
They look very similar to the ones you saw below.
Ugh, fuck. All right. Well, shit.
If you
Honestly,
look at the
looking at
rock
that and
path,
then-
though, it doesn't seem like there's any holes in the rock path. It's almost like looks like this guy kind of created a path forward to his house that hasn't been impeded by the rocks or by the holes in the
all
rock.
right. Well, I'm getting ready to go over and cast the mending spell on his house to like try to do stuff. But like, can I cast with my last first level spell slot of the day? Can I cast Sanctuary on myself and just like hope that nothing pops out and tries to get me?
Yeah. Do you can cast Sanctuary on yourself, and then do you walk just straight forward, or do you go on the path, or do you stay in the
I'm gonna
area
follow
outside?
the path exactly.
Cool.
Like,
Okay.
like you said, like that there was a path forward that avoided the holes. I want to follow that path.
Okay.
If I get the sense that the guy who lives here did that, it's probably what needs to be done. So like that's what I'm doing.
Smart choice. Smart choice.
I appreciate it. I really do try. Like
I always need to put it out there because Yamakowski this week might be like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna walk forward."
No, I'm not the watcher. I've got to do the one thing that I did.
I have to watch, Brian. Okay. But all right, you were able to get up to the house unimpeded, and you kind of step onto the front porch of the windmill before it gets to the actual like cylindrical portion of it. And you can see there are several parts of the railing that seem to have just been like broken off or are like hanging a little bit, so you can start casting the mending spell over on that.
Awesome. I'm just fixing anything that looks in like mild disrepair. I like even if this guy isn't like aligned with Xylia, like
Yeah. All right, so you're there casting the mending spell.
overseas. Yeah, exactly.
The rest of you, after discovering that in the book, what do you guys do?
I think go in. Probably, right?
Oliver, you just
Going
discovered
in?
this
No, we
spell
can
and
go
you
in.
memorize.
Yeah.
No.
You just discovered this spell. Do you put the book back down?
Yes. Yeah. Are we sleeping here? What are we doing?
We're going
We need to go in and
guy.
talk.
Oh my lord, I need to sleep.
Calm down.
don't
Your
Go sleep on the
class
cart, and I knock on the
pain
door.
ass.
It is like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
I'm pretty sure it's also like 4 p.m. Like we haven't had
Alright.
dinner
Later
yet.
than I thought, but
bonk, bonk.
This has been the
Alright,
longest
so-
day ever.
Knock, you walk up, and the rest of you walk up too, following the same path as Yamakowski. Knock, 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 and at this point, Yamakowski, you've been able to probably mend 2 separate areas of the porch, and you can hear at this point, knock like a whipping sound, and then the door opens up, and as it opens, you can see kind of a vine return back over towards the yuan-ti, who seems to be in the center area, placing some teacups down. Yes. Yes, come in.
how many
come in.
teacups are there? Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say
Okay,
something to
going in.
him in Druidic.
What do you say?
I'm gonna say, you're taking good care of those flowers.
And in Druidic back, he says, well, life should be nurtured in any environment.
Oh man, I wish
Okay,
I knew
I
what you
come
were
in.
saying. That's a really good thing to say. I like him.
As you
I
guys
don't know
enter
though yet.
inside, you could hear the sound constantly of gears turning, a constant ticking and clacking that all seem to be coming from a central cylindrical structure. The main level
I'm gonna
seems to be an
walk
open
right
floor
over to
plan with a kitchen that takes over the whole back wall of the room, only leaving space for about 2 windows in the back door, which mirror their positions in the front of the house. A fireplace seems to be built into the right side wall, and a spiral staircase carves its way to the upper levels directly across from the fireplace. You can see a small bookshelf curves for about 3 feet across the wall immediately to your left, to the left of the door, and then 2 paintings seem to be next to it that hang on the wall until it reaches the spiral staircase. To answer your question about the cups of tea, Zyshi seems to have 5 cups of lemon green tea on the kitchen table, ready for you. That you can see the actual steam seems to be coming out of it still, and then he has 1 cup in his hand that seems to have gears depicted around the cup.
Is he holding his own coffee cup or his own teacup?
Yes.
Yes, and he says, "Feel free to sit and have some tea. Make
I'm
Who's
gonna-
yourself
the 5th floor?
I think Nock will come sit on the floor.
Before you do
I want to
that,
go
Under
look
the
over at the
table.
gear thing in the middle. You said.
Okay. So, Nock, where do you sit real quick, though? On the floor, fireplace, in the center,
there's
the kitchen?
Is there a table with
Yeah,
all the tea on it?
There's a circular table in the center on the kitchen side, like right next to the cylindrical structure, and there seem to be stools around it.
Oh, okay. If it's tall enough to need the stools, I would take my tea and then walk over to the fireplace and sit in front.
Cool. Okay. And there seems to be also like not like a fancy stallion chair, but a older kind of like
none of us
rocking
know
chair.
what a
Rocking
fancy
chair in the
stallion chair looks like. Except
there
for
seems to be like a
Oliver.
rocking chair in front of the fireplace as well. All right, so there are several cups of tea. There is one that seems to have sunflowers depicted around it, shade shower trees, the blood ashen peaks, the jar of preservation, and then a bunch of books.
Well, I feel like I know which one is for me. So, I think I would take the one with the shade shower forest on it. Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else grab tea?
Can you?
He has my cup, which is his cup.
I will grab a cup of tea as well.
Okay.
I bet yours is
There-
the one with the books on it, Oliver.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he could pick whichever one he wants.
No, yeah, that's just I'm
gonna take the
I'm
book
just
once before he grabs it.
stating my opinion. I'm sorry.
As Oliver goes to reach for the book one, I'm just taking that one.
Yes.
I'm obviously the smartest one here, Oliver.
No,
Downs
I don't
the
think
tea
that.
in one
I'm
sip,
just screwing
immediately
with him.
scalds your throat.
There's like a
Just trolling.
shit-eating, childish grin on Brackett's face, where you can tell it's not malice. It's just what.
Go ahead, explain to me what's wrong.
Yeah, they're teacups. Who cares? And I walk away.
Yeah, right. Go ahead, look me in the eye and tell me that you need the one with books because you're the one who likes to read. Go ahead, tell me right now.
I like reading too.
I want you to say it.
I just forgot all the
Just
books I
sipping
learned.
his tea as he's like slowly cracking under the pressure of you being a bully.
Jinrash goes over and takes the Blood Ashen Peaks one, and you guys can see while while this yuan-ti seems to be like tending to his or sipping it, you can see Jinrash kind of spikes his a little bit from his flask.
Oh, I was gonna walk over to Nock and immediately.
What is
You
the
still got those herbs?
Picture on the yuan-ti's cup.
The yuan-ti's cup
Yeah,
has
I
gears.
do.
Sick.
Is what?
Gears.
Are
Pringles.
you gonna
Ooh.
trade me for it? Because I only have 5. I already gave you one.
Do we have to get more drugs?
No, I have more, but I have 5 made.
If you want to trade me for, I've got like 200 pounds worth of crap with me. His
I don't
backpack
know.
is comical. It's the most funny part of Bracket is he's kind of normal, but his backpack is the size of someone that's like 400 pounds.
I
You can
want to insight check Bracket.
Well, if I'm-
Roll an insight check.
for what? If I'm okay? I'm never okay.
Kinda. We already got high on the way over here, and now you're asking for more the same day. So
What do you think I'm an
Nock
addict?
is just a little like
Want some fox jerky?
no. Nock just recognizes misuse because they do sometimes too. 16.
You can tell with a 16, even though this seems to be the first time Bracket has gotten high,
This is
seems
not the
pretty
first time
comfortable with
Bracket
it
has gotten high.
in this campaign.
In this campaign,
If
yes.
she's ever,
But
they've
That's
he
why
ever
I'm
lives in
saying-
California. Bracket's
that's-
been high.
That's why I'm saying it seems like you have a level of comfortability with it, and
Alright.
asking for it again kind of shows that a little bit.
Alright.
Want
Fine.
some like fox jerky? I got fox jerky.
Did you say fox jerky?
Yeah, me and Jinrash made it.
Mm.
They attacked us.
I don't trust
and,
anything you guys make.
Jinrash knows
It's
how to
always
cook.
a little funky. I know,
You
but
are-
every
you
time
are-
you guys make jerky, it's a little funky. It's not my fault. Okay.
You are
Snapper.
strange.
I'll help next time.
You are a strange angel man.
Yours.
I
And-
just
Speak for yourself, Portal Wizard.
you have to
What? You want me to like
Do
carry
15
you?
jumping jacks and then
like-
scream 15 Hail Marys.
Want to continue just being a turret on my shoulder? That'd be funny.
do you get dizzy? Are you ticklish? Is there something?
I don't have fundamental memories of these things. That's kind of one of
God
the
damn
issues
it.
I've been dealing with.
Okay, I just spin him around a few times.
Do I spill my tea because I'm not ready to be spun?
Roll a dexterity check.
Okay. I do spill my tea. That's a nat 1. It's all over me.
No,
Oh,
I'm so sorry, sir.
That's funny
Let's
though.
add that
Good
to the
job.
the
I'm just gonna
critical
like
failures.
reach over and grab Nock's cup of tea and set it on the table and be like, "You're cut off."
Yeah,
Aw.
Nock's the problem, not me.
Bracket. Which teacup did you have? The books one?
Yeah, I don't drop it, but it's all over me.
No, a nat 1. So she
You dropped it.
Nock spins you around, and it gets flung out of your hand.
Can I
and
try to catch it with like Gaunty if need be?
Oh,
We
Where
are
are you-
causing
where
I'm
are-
a
trying to break
ruckus.
this guy's teacup.
Where are you standing?
We're causing a ruckus.
Yamakowski,
You're
where were
causing a
you
ruckus.
standing? You were
I
standing
didn't do
near the
anything. I asked
cylindrical,
for some
right?
edibles.
You were standing near the cylindrical center, right, Yamakowski?
Yeah.
sorry.
He does not fling it in your direction at all, so it shatters against the wall. The tea
Oh.
spills over the area.
Do I roll for my
Yeah.
Can I cast the
You
mending
know,
cantrip on that
mending,
teacup?
right?
The yuan-ti
Yeah, I do know
just
mending.
sips. The yuan-ti just sips from his teacup. It's like, you all are a colorful bunch.
We go by.
I'm just gonna like apologize without looking at the yuan-ti and then scoop up all the pieces and like mend it all together.
You can see he has a book in his lap, and he starts just writing down a little bit as you're mending it.
You're embarrassing me in front of the fucking
I
wizard.
think Nock is just gonna kind of punch Bracket lightly in the shoulder or like hip because that's all I can reach, and be like Butterfingers.
You spun me unexpectedly.
I never
I asked
expected
if
to
you
be
were
the
dizzy. You
mom.
should have expected this to come around.
You didn't expect the unexpected. You know
Yeah.
I'm gonna get at you.
Can I ask a question though, Brian? Is it gonna take me like a whole
No, you
hour
fla-
to do this
you
teacup,
flash the
or is it
tusks.
like a minute to do the
Yeah.
teacup?
1 minute for the
Fully, I
teacup.
fully
You have all
thought
the
of
stuff. So
Okay, cool. Can I inspect the cylindrical pedestal thing in the middle?
yeah, roll an investigation check. Sorry, I remember you said you did that before the teacup, so you can do it now. It's,
No, it's okay. I wanted to catch it, and I wanted to make sure it didn't stay broken.
Is the
And
cup
mending
already
takes a
fixed
whole
or not
minute,
yet?
so I've got to like dedicate a fucking second to it.
I'm gonna sneak
Okay,
over and
so-
take a sip of the tea.
What was it? Investigation?
Yeah,
Yes.
Just give me the edible.
Da, da, da.
I don't know why I ever planned further than like
16?
15 minutes.
one room.
I know, we haven't even talked to this guy yet. Like, we literally
I'm
broke his shit.
It's been an hour since we started this game.
No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. Oh no.
We walked
No,
on
it's been like
stairs,
40
looked
minutes.
at a
Anyways,
chair,
though.
and went into a windmill
Oh
and
my
just caused havoc.
I half an hour and I said, "Wow, we really aren't gonna get through this in one session, are we?"
That's all right.
So what was your
Yes, you
investigation check?
16.
16. So this seems to like staying near. You can hear the turning and clicking sounds, and you can hear of gears turning. Seems to be coming from like more above, and there seems to be some sort of like movement within the structure. Definitely seems like something that may be coming up. Maybe it seems to be pulling up water from somewhere down below.
I'm going to ask him what it is. Also, I'm going to apologize and say that I fixed his teacup and present it to him. Like,
I appreciate it. There's more tea on the table.
I picked the cup
which
out
one's
of
mine?
Yamakowski's hand.
Whichever you'd like.
What are the remaining? Are they hot still?
Yes. it's
Yes.
been, like,
Sunflower, and the jar of preservation. Jinrash seems to have taken the Blood Ashen Peaks one.
Do I know what the jar of preservation is?
Nope.
No.
I'm taking the
You just
sunflowers
see-
then, I guess.
Jar.
You see a bunch of jars.
There's like some magicalness to it. That's about like there's some sparkles.
All right,
painted on.
I'm gonna take the sunflower one, I guess. And is it like hot enough to sip from, or is it too hot?
It's good.
Or,
You can
like-
sip.
All right, I'm gonna take a sip.
I'm
What
gonna
does it
pour
taste like?
myself. I'm gonna put my edible in my cup. I'm gonna pour my tea over it.
Is it good? The tea.
Yeah, what kind of tea is it?
It seems to be just like an herbal green tea.
I don't know. I don't
Love
know. I think so.
As he takes
know really what I got.
one extra sip, he'll say, "So, I'm sure you must have a lot of questions,
So many.
especially you," and points over towards Bracket, the returning warrior chosen of Xylia.
I have a lot of blanks. I don't necessarily know what the questions are yet.
Do we all
I
get
think
fun
most of
titles?
us are supposed to ask the questions you
Isn't-
need answers to.
Isn't
why
that how
you're
you
around.
write a story?
I know what's happening. Like,
Oh, I'm just like,
I don't even know
sorry.
what, I don't know what questions to ask you just yet, but we do know what things are going on.
He seems to be just writing as you guys are having your conversation. Well, let me introduce myself. I am Zyshi, the yuan-ti, the current watcher over the shrine below.
I knew that you were a friend. If you need help around this place, I'd love to fix up the outside while we're here.
I'm pretty comfortable overall, but free maintenance is always good.
Well,
And he's
tell
gonna
me-
kind of give a little chuckle for that and say, what are all of your names?
You don't know them?
Well, he wants to know what
You're
we're
just
going by
acting like
right
you
now.
know a lot.
I
I'm
know
going-
who you are. You are the
Ah.
warriors chosen by Xylia, but your story is yet to unfold.
Hmm.
Wait, are we all chosen by Xylia?
Well, at least the group traveling with the chosen one.
Yeah, Bracket literally gives a big shrug. Oh,
Chosen one.
No, but
Okay,
like
that's
I'm
gonna
really
get to
like
his
actually
head. Can you
curious
not
because
call
like
him that?
I'm stoned right now. We're
As-
good.
as far as I'm concerned, like I was literally picked by Xylia. She picked me up out of the fucking like goo in death and fixed my shit. Like set me on the right path. Bracket,
There's
I
multiple
understand.
chosen
He
ones,
pulled
dude.
him out of
It's
the...
not competition.
No, that's not what I mean though. Is like, but like I didn't know that Xylia had chosen Nock or Oliver at all. I mean, I guess that I had known that Xylia had chosen Oliver in that she teleported him to me to meet you. But like, I didn't know that Nock was
Fucking pen's
also.
almost on fire.
I mean,
I would love
there's
to learn
free
more. about
will
you.
too, you know. Like I chose.
Yeah, but then how did she get to claim that she chose you? You know what I mean?
But
Like,
Nock, is there free will? We're best friends
Yes.
in this life and in my life.
Xylia
Yes,
chose.
because I said so.
yeah, I can definitely
That's
attest
my
that there's
free will.
free will. I have done a lot of bad things on mistake.
Xylia chose him, but the rest of you all are in the chosen one. The chosen, and he gets pause after stops the chosen one. Looks at you now for a second. Her chosen champion.
Yeah,
Champions group. But you say Xylia also chose you for a task and looks towards you, Yamakausi, and he says, "Please, what is your name?"
Yamakausi. I
And how do you spell that?
wasn't really shit.
It's
I'm
2 L's.
gonna
I know
say
it's
it in
weird.
Celestial.
Yeah, his brain just
But
like, fuck.
Yeah, Lamakausi.
Do you want to like cross-reference notes? I've got notes if you want.
Notes about
I don't have notes, but I've got
what
lots
you all
of
have been
stories.
doing.
Mm-hmm.
That,
Well,
and
absolutely.
there's notes from Nock. Did you write down notes about all the things that Yamakowski told me before?
Yeah, I write down notes about pretty much everything.
I'm just making sure we got down what we need to get down.
No,
I'm
that's
gonna
okay.
like
You can ask
turn to
questions.
We
Nock
are a
and be
team.
like,
I'm conferring with
"Thank
my
you."
team. I don't know why we have very
Yeah.
aggressive
We should-
energy for people who
we
care
should
very
compare
deeply.
your notes to my
I'm not-
stories and finish
I'm
them.
just feeling a little combative today. It's not you, and I.
So your name is Nock?
This is Nock,
Yeah.
yes. This is Ambassador Nock.
Ugh.
Ambassador. What a
Yeah,
Or
good
Envoy.
title.
Working on it, workshopping.
yeah, ambassador. That's what the chieftain said.
So
I guess that's
Yamakausi,
official.
Nock, and you three, and Jinrash will be like, "Jinrash, thou these."
Oliver, we didn't hear you.
I hate everything so much.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
What did you say?
okay.
The worst
It's
part
okay.
is I think
it
he
happened.
quipped.
No, I didn't quip. I just said my name.
Oh, okay.
Oliver Evangrove.
Are there differences
is
in the
outside.
names?
Hmm?
Oh yeah, we have
Oh.
we have an awesome owl named
Wait,
Vane.
we also have Wet
She's
Hands.
outside. Oh my god. We'll get you to you in a second. Your whole freaking
Okay.
apartment building over there.
I'm sorry.
I'm not angry about it.
Jesus.
I think it's awesome.
Wet Hand saves my life.
I just sounded sick. I just sound combative. He needs to write a whole page on that. Like,
Oh, we're both a little
Yeah,
combative.
he super does.
That's why. That's
yeah,
why it's
we just
here.
had combat. That's why we're combative.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to be insistent, but just for
No.
accuracy, what is your name?
In this timeline, I go by Bracket because I don't know what my name is. Well, I now know,
Mm,
but I'm gonna go by Bracket because there
we
should be
know.
two of me.
yeah.
Sounds like a hero's name.
Is that was Yamakowski in character?
Bracket thinks about every movie he's ever watched. No, John's a very common hero name.
That's true.
Jinrash is like, what kind of name is John?
I'm sure there's a John somewhere out there.
Yeah, but we live in like the fucking hick area. We don't live in the city.
It's like GAHN.
Yeah,
You know?
John.
Yeah.
Well, what can I do you all for? I was expecting you all, but was not sure what for.
Can I start and ask you to tell me about Xylia a bit? Because Bracket doesn't know much, and I think I have the wrong idea.
Well, what would you like to know?
Well,
I'm gonna just sit down next to the wet bird. It's okay, bud.
the wet bird. Yeah, just tell me how I can do my job the right way. Basically,
If it vibes evil, stab it.
Well, that's the thing, is like I'm not great at vibe checking evil shit because I tend to have the assumption that I know what's going on better than I do. And case in point, I fucked up Zista beyond belief, let a dragon out, tried to make a deal with that thing, like took a book, made a deal with that thing, opened a portal, like shit went bad, died a couple times.
Maybe
like,
you just need an accountability buddy.
No, and I'm like about that. Like, no, and Andy's in
I was literally
Vista.
about to say that too,
Andy's
which is
here for
if
me.
I'm stabbing it, you stab it. Unless Nock yells at us,
That's kind
then
of what I'm
stop.
thinking.
No,
Yeah.
for sure. Like I'm
That's
here
the
for that
system.
part, but I want to know what Xylia is about. Like I want to know what Time's alignment is about. Like I want to know what I'm here for because I just got signed up, and I'm not super.
Also, don't we need to figure out when those things are falling
Oh
from the
yeah,
sky?
the fucking stars. Oh shit. Fuck
Yeah, that's like the
fucking
real
Vista.
reason we're here.
Oh fuck, that's other. Yeah,
But that's
I was
okay.
talking about-
we are very curious as to what
I
you
like the
know
whole
about.
group on. Oh yeah, I was like, oh, Bracken.
No.
No, fuck yeah, there's an actual
Knock's had
time
that in
sensitive
mind.
thing. I'm sitting here talking about like I like saw this dialing time thing in this lizard guy, and I was like, oh man, you definitely know what's going on. Forget my task. Tell me what you know about.
Yeah, we
the
have some
world.
questions about the stars.
We have time.
Yeah, I
Oliver, what were you saying?
And there's
We are very curious as to what you know about this starfall that is supposed to be happening soon.
Yes, I was seeing one. What do you need to know?
Do you know
Where? When?
Yes, that.
I need 6 of them. I need 6 pouches, and I show him the pouch of stardust. I need this, but 6 times as much. I was told that
some
by
hero
Xylia
shit.
that the stars will drop in the Gandic Grasslands.
Well, knowing the location, depending on the intensity, you may be able to find all that you need. Yes, I can probably pinpoint a location for you all. Do you
Ooh.
mind closing the blinds?
No problem.
Sure.
Mage hand.
Once we cover that, I do have another question about another date. But the starfall is probably the most important.
We got like a couple hours, guys. It's 4 p.m.
Okay. I want to know if there was anything planet-wise interesting on day 267.
Okay. I can look into seeing anything with that.
I have other questions since we do have time, but we can do the starfall thing first because that is actually nice.
Yeah, that's like why we're here.
Yeah, I completely forgot. I got sidetracked by the gravity of.
No, that's okay. That's why there's
a
more
lot
than
of
one
shit.
of us, you know?
It's okay,
If it was
but-
I
one
know,
of us,
but
we'd be fucking up all the time.
But like that's the problem is that Xylia was like, "Hey, go do this thing," and I was like, "On it, man." And then I got there and I was like, "Oh shit, you're so cool. Tell me everything." She was like, "God damn it! I told you to do one fucking thing. Somebody smack him. I can't smack him from here. Someone fucking hit him. Throw that teacup. I swear to God."
You can see that at this moment, as the blinds are closed, Zyshi clicks his finger and the fireplace dims down to a light glow. Zyshi then pulls out from underneath his cloak a crystal, and he seems to hold it over at the group. Would anyone who knows the light cantrip like to do the honors?
I'll do it.
Yes, I have that.
We both do it.
You
One
guys
from each
both touch it,
direction.
hit light at the same time. It just gets super bright in there.
Yeah, that's
We
exactly
blind
what
everyone
happens.
in a 5-mile radius.
That's exactly what happens.
So that actually happens. It does get super bright in there for a second, almost blinding before you guys kind of realize you both did it and dim the light a little bit to
Yeah,
a
we
normal
totally-
level.
Teamwork!
And as it comes back to that normal brightness and glow, you can see reflecting off the inner core of the crystal, it seems to shoot up an image above into the ceiling and produces Zyshi's sky map. Looking above,
Ooh.
you can see the ceiling has just turned into constellations of colors
Oliver,
and
pay attention.
shapes.
Oh, you make me
The
want to go to foreign high school and just lay in those chairs.
the ever expanse of the vast world beyond the material plane and the atmosphere in which you all reside in. Looking over, very similar, very familiar ones can be seen at different areas, like the Great Flock and the Bow of Eriphis. Canonized now, Nock. They are in session.
Hell yeah!
And Zyshi will look over through the stars. You guys can see as he moves his hands, you can see different portions seem to spin, and he can kind of pull images closer. It doesn't seem to make much sense to you all, everything, because it's just a bunch of colorful dots spinning across the ceiling, but Zyshi can be heard, yes, okay, I see. The cosmos speak to me.
Yo,
A
can I see
star
that second
fo-
edibles hidden?
uh,
Great time for it to hit. Great time.
honestly,
Not yet, no.
no, because you just had it. This is gonna be when you're probably going down the rock wall
Yeah, I'm
back to
eating
the.
shit down the hill.
Whoa. A starfall when Aru and Runa appear on the third night from today. The stars
Is that
scatter.
consistent with what I know?
Yes, there would be tonight, next night, and then the following night is when the starfall is supposed to
Enough time for us to get into the grasslands.
be.
I just wanted to make sure.
With a
Okay.
little bit of time to spare.
Wait,
So that's why you
wait,
guys were like,
Case.
It's gonna be tonight.
no.
No,
No,
3 nights
no.
from
Tonight,
Okay.
next night, the third night. So 3 nights from this
Okay.
moment in time.
Okay.
Andrew's like, I don't know how to portal like that, guys. Like, I'm not that high a level yet.
We're not putting rivers in castles just yet.
On the third night from today, the stars scatter amongst Galandria to multiple points, but several head towards the Grasslands, directly east from where the river splits towards Warriors' Rest. There is a spot where the Gandits dare not set up bases. In these forgotten hills is where your starfall will occur.
Is there anything dangerous over there? If the Gandits don't fuck with it?
I would probably know.
He's gonna look through real quick, and you can see a couple other readings. He's like, let me actually see how much he is able to glean from it.
Like, if the Gandits don't
Nice.
go there because they get murdered
This
by bears
seems-
every time, I need to know that.
There seems to be some undeadish presence that comes from that area. And amongst these fields of grass between the displaced vessel, it holds knowledge and treasure. But
We've got
souls
this.
seem to be trapped inside this vessel to defend it. The starfall
me
will
and you were
scatter
paladins.
amongst this area. So proceed with caution. You may be able to steer clear of it entirely.
You mentioned that there was, like, if we had found one big enough, we could just harvest multiple portions.
Starfalls
Is there, like, a big
often fall in unpredictable ways. They can scatter, or they can fall more in just one centralized location. This starfall seems to be more scattered across Galandria. However, multiple may fall in an area. If you're lucky, you may be able to produce enough.
Are there other
Okay.
areas nearby between here and Zista approximately that we could also check that they might have landed. I
that's
don't know
a
how
good
long
idea,
they
actually.
last after they fall.
I feel like as long as it's not picked up, like...
By the way, for those of you who have a map, he was saying an area in the middle of the grasslands directly east of where the river splits to Warriors Rest. So on the map, it would be somewhere around there.
Okay.
For those of you
Not
who
for
have
nothing,
maps,
but
I don't
isn't
know
that
who
where
has
we
maps
fucking
anymore.
ran into the Blood Hunter guy?
Not exactly.
No, that's not where that is. We're literally just in the middle of
The
freaking...
grasslands is where you ran into them, but not that exact same spot.
Gotcha.
Yes, it seems there may be some more. Some falling over near Warriors Rest.
Okay, that's not that bad.
Cool.
Others into the mountains to the side of Zista. And more up north.
Thank
None
you.
shall hit the city.
Well, nothing is certain, but it doesn't seem so.
That's reasonable.
It definitely wouldn't be the worst thing that happened to them in the last, like, week.
Fucking just
I might
meteorite.
be able to
What
send.
the fuck?
Maybe Guard could get a message to my parents. Maybe
Dude, maybe
somebody
Guard could go
to
pick some of
Warriors.
them up. Dude's fucking fast
He
as
doesn't
shit.
do that
Like,
shit.
He doesn't want to be
no,
involved.
I know, but like, if he could, we would be.
We don't
I
have
think
that
he
kind of
could
money
get a
yet.
message to
Your parents.
to my parents to see if somebody could go over to Warriors Rest. It's not far.
Yeah, that's worth that information getting to us and it being delivered to us by Guard.
Yeah.
So we should call Guard?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Guard!
We've already said his name like 6 times. Guard! We've already said his name like
And
6
Jirash
times.
is going to look annoyed that you did it first, Nock, because you always do it something right before he does it. He's going to kind of like...
We're in a fucking weird mood as a group. We're like, if someone put one division between us all, we'd kill each other right now. We don't know why. Everyone's just a little on edge.
I wonder why.
I think we need a group therapist.
And you had another question about a couple of days ago?
Yeah. Day 267 seems to be really weirdly, like, a lot of things happened that day. A lot of very important
Oh, is that the day
things.
that the dragon got released?
Yes.
There was a
and-
dragon that was released.
Yeah.
We'll go on that story
And
in
so
a little bit.
it
He has
seems
tons
like
of
it's
information.
all a bunch
Yeah.
of different points that I don't have enough
Is it
information
like-
to find the
Is it
center.
like
of-
times aligning?
Well, sure. I'm just wondering if astronomically, if there was anything
for the second-
significant that night. Yeah.
Well, for the second time, I do believe it is. And he's gonna kind of like turn the cover of the book that he seems to be writing in right now. And it says in common across it, the second alignment. And it seems to be signed by somebody other than Zyshi. You can see the name across the bottom. 1 second. It says Jerome the Rock Gnome.
I love that.
Jerome the Rock Gnome.
What a name.
I'm gonna go jump off
cute.
a bridge.
Guys,
Cute.
Zyshi the yuan-ti? Did nobody see that one?
He didn't say that
I
last
love
too
you,
many
Brian.
times.
You're a good person. Okay? I just want you to know that.
And he says, when I took over this position, I inherited this book from the previous swasher. A prediction
Wait,
for
previous what?
years
Hmm?
to come.
Watcher.
Oh, I want to be your friend.
Okay.
We want to be
And
one
then
of the
Zyshi
watches.
kind of puts the book back down and starts moving through the stars again. And says, as he's doing that, he's thinking, 267, you say?
Hmm.
That seems to be the night the kobolds seem to get more erratic than usual.
Yeah, there's some
It's
bad
also the
heebie-jeebies.
night that a whole bunch of shit went down in Zista.
Didn't you throw a whole bunch
Primarily-
of those rock things into a storm?
No, I think that was a couple days prior to that. If
No, it was
the
the
day
same
No.
night.
the
Callum,
day that we
you-
released the dragon was the same night that I released the crystals.
Yes.
That's the
Yes.
first thing you
Yep.
did
Oh my
that night.
god. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
you did it
Callum,
at
I don't-
I- I don't-
8:30 p.m.
You-
I don't
By
blame
the
way-
you for not remembering. You were stoned out of your mind on that stream, so.
Yeah, no, there was a lot going on. Also, it was a long time, like spread over a long time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no, that was literally
Um,
And as
that was like 6
on.
hours over the course of a year.
Yes.
exactly. It was hard to tell exactly when what was happening. But like also, yeah, I was high most of that time. Every
So
time we were
as-
on camera.
After Zyshi says that, he turns and be like, there was one curious lineup, but not with
Oops.
the planets.
Mm.
The constellation of time's alignment seemed to hover in an area that lined up with Zytalia's promise.
See, my joke wasn't bad.
Is that abnormal for that time of year?
Or ever.
It wasn't supposed to be.
Hmm.
Yo,
About
Mama
what
Man,
time
what
did it-
you do?
Hover, would you say? And when you say hover, do you mean things like pause for a moment?
No, more like just aligned with it.
When it shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are there days? What day does it generally align? Because obviously the stars aren't moving like out of.
Yeah,
order.
how exact
What-
are your
what day
measurements?
was
'Cause you
it
don't do you know
supposed to be?
what time?
Brian, I hope you did a whole bunch of astromath.
As much as I could.
You didn't have me
Love
check
you,
it,
man.
so this might be sketchy,
you-
guys.
Hey,
I was helping a little bit.
it's suspend your sense of reality for the sake
It's
of
a
fantasy.
fantastical world. Yeah.
Oh no, I know. I'm just being
Exactly.
a jerk.
It typically aligns on the day that time's alignment fixed the world.
Okay. So
Day 222.
day 222. So a whole 45 days later.
Yes. And if I do recall, there was nothing off about the alignment this year. It
Huh.
did align on 222.
Can you check day 266?
The day before?
Mm-hmm.
What would you have me look for?
I'm wondering if every single day it's been hovering over Italia's promise since
So,
day 222. Has
it
it
seems-
just stayed in place this whole time?
So you see him move everything back, and you can see all of the different stars and constellations moving.
Hmm.
Time's alignment stays in that spot since day
Hmm.
222.
Okay.
Hey, does that mean
So
time's
it's an
broken?
alien that isn't moving. It's observing us.
Do I know? Do I know what that means? That
Gods doing God stuff.
I'd say you can roll a history check, Oliver. Let's see how
What
much
is
you know about
the-
astrology and the cosmos.
Can Bracket just say
The seal
God
was
doing
somewhat
God
broken
stuff?
that day, right?
A history check. I rolled a 17.
when the attack on the Promise happened that day,
The
on day
Zytalia, the preservation celebration does not happen on
Yeah.
222. It happens a little bit.
Oh.
It happens a little bit after.
Right.
Just think about the day that they did celebrate and everything. Like it was actually a couple of days after they
It's
came
the
back because it was
anniversary
the day.
of the celebration, not of the
Yes,
winning.
that hey, the world has started at
Interesting.
that point.
Okay.
Yes,
So
but Oliver,
nothing
would you
had
roll?
happened to the Promise prior.
17.
17. The cosmos and astrology have not been your main focus, but in school you did take an astronomy class, and from what you remember in what you have learned in this time's grasp of the cosmos and the great beyond, they don't usually stay still.
Yeah.
So,
Actually,
there
almost
isn't-
never.
at least
No.
with your knowledge of it with that role, you
Stars
have
don't
never
stay still.
heard of that happening.
Stars don't
Ever.
stay still. No.
The
God's
closest to
doing
that happening
God
is
stuff.
so there's the Great Flock, which is the northern pointer. It's kind of like a flying V that points towards the north. So I mean that would kind of circle around the very north of the planet somewhat. But that's like the closest to staying still any star could possibly be. I mean, obviously they're not technically moving, we're moving. So
Yeah, but we're rotating and
actually means that time's alignment, the stars are moving
Oh yeah.
in reverse
you,
formation to stay aligned.
if you
with
think
it,
about it,
Which is fucked.
the fabric of reality would be shredded with actual physics if a set of
Yeah.
constellations was just set
Is
aside
moving.
to attach from across the other side of the galaxy and center themselves on Earth. It would just be like
That's crazy.
the galaxy
Okay.
would just shred itself apart because it'd be such a giant gravity change.
We gotta Okay, so that's a whole 45.
That
Days.
is
That's
concerning.
never
And Zyshi's gonna
been.
start writing stuff down even more.
That's bad. That's bad, right?
Yes.
On a scale of 1
Sounds
to
bad.
18, how bad is that?
A lot of things
Like
can
16 at
go
least.
weird when
Well, I'm here.
Things have been
When-
going weird.
I'm going to have to do some research in the days past 222 of this year. 2222.
Yeah, doesn't that sound a little interesting?
I feel like that's gotta be.
If
a
you
thing,
need
too.
somebody to interview over the specific day of the heist, you might want to do that while we're still here because I will be leaving.
What heist?
Don't say that.
The day of. No, that's how I introduced
Dragon
it.
releasing.
Yeah, there was a dragon released from.
Don't say heist because Rain would just, if Rain saw you, said you do that, she'd be like,
Doesn't
don't
matter.
talk about the
That's how I
crime
said it.
part.
That's how I said it. I'm already
He's gonna-
taking the fall for it. I know what happened.
He's gonna pull out another notebook and he's like, "Do you mind writing your a quick recap?"
Can I have my first mate write it for you with his mage hand? Is that okay? He was there with me.
Roll the persuasion check.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we have to
Fucking
talk about the
excellent.
apartment building that is this person.
Do I remember?
Persuasion. Hold on. I have.
Sorry.
It's
continue.
18 plus a bunch. Hold on.
Yes, it's probably gonna be the answer. It looks like Ryan.
He will be like, "If he was there, then yes." And he holds up a pencil and a pad. He doesn't really know.
I'm just gonna like pat the top of my head and be like, "Wet hands, do you mind?"
And Wet Hands just like pops out.
You have
Yeah,
at the top
okay,
of
I
your
got
own
this
head.
story. I'm gonna write the best story you guys have ever heard. All right,
Is it gonna be
matey.
in pirate?
Hey, don't sell yourself short at the end there, where you gave yourself.
It's a pirate story, matey. Of course, I'm gonna be the hero.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
He's gonna get a recount
Alright.
that is slightly wrong.
I love it.
I
As
have
well
a
as
question.
it won't have the gaps where Rain was nowhere, where the rest of the group was nowhere near him.
Yep. No,
It's gonna
I mean,
be
he'll obviously ask questions.
it's gonna be like Jack Sparrow recounting any of his adventures.
Exactly.
Well, that's why I imagine all the Pirates movies are. That's how he told that adventure happening.
Vicky.
Do I remember anything of note happening on day 222 this year?
I mean, it's more than 30 days ago, and you don't have keen mind. So roll a history check.
Okay. That's fair enough.
That was so mean for some reason.
No, it's true. Why am I rolling advantage? What was I just doing? I don't know why I did that.
I'm
Trying to
thinking
make
real
yourself
hard
better
with
roll.
it.
That's a history is not my strong suit. That's a 9.
9.
9.
Not anything special that you can remember.
You were doing drugs in your treehouse.
You know that your tribe
Okay.
typically does a special offering on that night for time's
Right.
alignment. So there was a minor celebration ceremony, but
Mhm.
nothing crazy, more just like
I
a
was
offering to
probably
the heroes.
present. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was probably
Wait.
present.
222 was the day that we fought the things. I was introduced to Narek and Oliver, wasn't I?
No.
No.
222 was before the campaign even started.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I think you're thinking of 2222, which is the year.
Which is the year.
Because Brian's a
Gotcha.
jerk.
Sorry.
It's
I like
confusing
it.
because the
Involved.
celebration is not the day that it happened. That's why it's confusing.
No, it's on
Gotcha.
26 what? 264?
No. It's
The
like
current
2
day is 267.
I know.
And the preservation. So,
No.
oh, wait.
Current
I
day is
have
not
the
267.
document I made.
The day of the promise was 267. Day of the when we fought the obscure, that's day 267. Today is like
Yes.
day 269,
Yeah, or 270.
268, 268, 269.
I think 269.
Something
It's
like
been
that.
2 days. Because we slept.
Yeah, I know we slept.
We killed a day because we stayed an extra day in town.
Right.
Because we were pooped.
I think it's day 269 today. I think.
Hold on, I got this. I just pulled it up. So, session 1 and 2, which is the day of the preservation celebration, seem to happen on 255.
Okay.
Okay. So it took them like a month to get everybody together to be like, okay, this is done now.
Everything has been sealed away. All of
figured it
the
out.
magical artifacts that they took and gathered have been placed back at their respectful locations, and they returned
Right.
back over in Ladris to celebrate the beginning of time.
And I'm sure the armies had to finish off the last bits of evil droves and, the cleaning up the towns
Okay.
affected, refugee movements, the fun
Yes.
of global conflict.
All right, and Zyshi will
That's
then
sweet.
I feel like there's
Take-
something here. Yeah.
Zyshi will take the crystal back away from you, hands disappearing and the light dimming again, and then lifts the flames up in the fireplace once more. It starts crackling and thinks for a second. Well, I am glad you all came, as I have learned more than I thought.
It's fun to meet.
Do you have
another
any
druid.
insights as a watcher that you could share with us?
What do you mean the Watcher? Like his position?
Yeah, didn't you say that he was a watcher? And that's why he had that neat journal
Oh,
that he
yeah.
has
He's-
that we're
he's-
filling out?
He's the current Watcher of the Shrine of Time.
Shit. Okay. I thought that was like a similar title that we shared. I was like, yo.
Yeah, I mean, technically, you still could do that because it's a shared title. It's just he's not an oath of the Watchers.
Well, that's yeah. So, like, I mean, does he have any information like other than what he's told us that like might be important to me and Bracket, like particularly?
Xylia recruits help throughout time.
Are
Those to defend and those to record parts of time. She had a little bit of catching up to do after being released back into the world, and that's where we all help.
Can I borrow your holy symbol or an extra one if you have it?
You can see there is a necklace dangling. You couldn't see the holy symbol, but he kind of says, "For what purpose?"
Come with me downstairs. Me and Bracket. I want to do
There's-
the thing downstairs.
Yeah, there's a doodad where you need 3 people who are
Do you
aligned with.
mean
Xylia.
the trial of the Temple of Light?
Yeah, what is
Ooh,
that?
that sounds amazing. Yes, that absolutely.
Unless we shouldn't do that right now, then obviously tell us shut up.
And Jinrash is going to be like, "Is that the temple the kobolds were talking about? They said something about where is it? The entrance. You can't stop us from finding the way into the temple."
Oh, see, exactly. We need
Yeah,
to like make
probably.
sure. Hey,
Thank
100%.
you,
Zyshi-
Dragon Man.
100%. Let's go check it out.
Zaishi's like,
Come on, man.
"Right now is not the time to open the temple.
Okay.
Yeah.
The temple must be guarded, and it is not time yet."
But there will be a time, and will you tell us that, or do we have to figure that out ourselves?
Zytalia faced the trial with time's alignment. I assume
We'll be back.
you will know
When it's
the
time.
time.
Okay. So I assume too.
Okay.
I just wanted to see if you had any insight. That's all.
Yeah,
Was
that's
there-
kind of where I was at. Like, it
The
just
temple-
seemed important.
The temple, to my knowledge, has not been accessed since Zytalia.
Makes
Oh,
sense.
musty.
Oh shit. Okay, that's fair. But I gotta go harvest some stars or some shit. All right, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
I'm
I'm like
throwing out
squinting my eyes and
breadcrumbs,
shaking my
guys, so you
head,
can
like-
figure out where you want to go later on. You
I
know.
know. Do you have insight on others? Like us isn't the right word, but others who will help / guide us towards this beginning of the stuff, i.e., things that seem like our paths align.
Also, yeah, does Xylia have any other agents in the world that we should know about?
Yeah, stuff like that, as well as adjuncts.
Yeah.
That's where I see Rain
No.
as.
Well, you know, man.
No other.
I don't want to
direct
pay for housing in the next place we
followers
go.
that I know of importance. However, the other day, there seemed to be something or someone who passed by. I feel was from another time. They had some sort of
Motorized
horse
device.
horse without a head.
Oh, I've
that-
had dreams of that person, I think. Vaguely.
They headed southward probably 2 or so days ago.
Hmm.
Fuck is a horse without a head?
It's a motorcycle. But
A what now?
Fuck is a motorcycle?
I can't explain it to you people. You don't know what a cycle is.
A what?
Bragan's face is literally like, I can't help you. I don't have the skills to explain the things you need to know.
Country bumpkin?
Like, I understand,
and also,
like,
Bracket,
the
you don't
water
understand
cycle.
how you know these things.
Yeah,
You just
exactly.
innately do.
Like I said before, Angel Man, you are very strange.
I
You
come
think
from a
I've got
different
time to
time
explain
period.
combustion engines to you, you idiot?
Yeah, like, so this is how, when we invented the pneumatic wheel, and you're like, the pneumatic?
So are your
Dude, you use
are your
fucking
notes
portals.
secret, or can I also read your notes if I share my notes with you?
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. I really hope I roll well. My mama not
Ooh, I
messed
hope you do
up.
as well. Can I? Shit, I don't have anything to help you. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. He's just asking me for so many skill checks that I am not good at. That's okay. 16.
Ooh,
16.
hell yes.
Oh my god, I just went 16 like I'm still the yuan-ti.
No, he knows it.
Yeah, he knows what I rolled exactly.
You asked that question and the yuan-ti replies 16. Okay. We can definitely share notes. However, the recordings of a watcher should not be shared until the book is complete. Though I'm more than happy to compare notes verbally.
Okay. That's a good compromise. I like that. Cool. Yeah, I'll share my notes with
Are we
him.
in a time crunch still? Don't we have to make it back to town?
Yep, every single second is ticking down.
Oh, shush. I want to share my notes.
Okay.
It's been on the back
I
of
mean,
for me.
this is still important shit, and also like,
I'm just making sure that we all believe. I don't care either way, as long as we all believe that's.
no, I know. It's
importance. I'm gonna have another cup of tea then.
Is
I've
it-
had
Oh
another
yeah,
cup
have
of tea.
mine. I
I'm
haven't
gonna have
had
to use the
any.
bathroom, so we can't travel yet till I pee.
I feel like the person archiving all of the information should have as much information as physically possible.
That's kind of where I was at too, which is why I wanted Wet
So-
Hands to like
I'm
chronicle
not
everything we
disagreeing
did.
with anyone. I was
While everyone is
confirming I
doing
can have
that, can
another cup
I
of tea.
be repairing the outside?
Which is just Dr. Pepper.
Could I have?
Yeah, you can definitely keep on going outside to repair parts
can,
of the
like-
outside of the building.
Can I hold
I can
him
like
up to
help
nuke
him
the parts that
copy
need to be
them down
repaired?
so that it's faster. If
You
need be.
realize very quickly this yuan-ti knows a very quick shorthand, and you can notice
Perfect.
all of his notes are written in a shorthand. It's like you can see the
Great.
entire conversation that you guys have just had,
Oh, I love that.
literally in shorthand down the page.
I think Nock's notes are crazy to look
Yeah,
at.
there's arrows and shit. Sometimes there's written notes on top
Yeah.
of notes because she wasn't looking down.
Yes. Yeah, I think Nock does that thing where sometimes you accidentally crosshatch on the same page because you ran out of room and you want to keep writing on the same page.
So you go
So
up the
you're
side.
just writing again over the side. Yeah. Yeah. Just absolute insanity.
There's drawings in every margin.
So
The
Vicky, at
whole
some
page is
point, if you
used.
want to summarize your notes and send to me so I know what he has, what Zyshi will share with you, just to kind of keep this as brief as possible,
Right.
is he received notice through prayer to the stars of Brackett's arrival, not knowing who he was, just the hero to help fix the second alignment. Will appear
I'm linking this bitch.
On day 251 in the shrine below, and it speaks of a. Let me remember myself a little bit. Hold on. It speaks of a dragonborn and a elf. Oh my god, what's the type of elf Naresh was before he turned into a vampire?
Wow.
Yeah,
Drow, and a drow
Drow.
elf coming down, and he had a side note that the young boy Arik, who is with them, was not told, it was not predicted, and he has a bunch of notes about Arik, like his hobbies, where he came from, his sister, and stuff like that, because
If you guys remember, he spent the night while you guys were in the Shrine of Time, and it like fast
Mm.
forwarded a day by the time you guys came out.
Oh, so you hung out with this guy the whole time?
Yeah, you guys went
Oh,
down in the
yeah.
shrine, disappeared for hours, and he slept in the
Yeah.
windmill with the Zyshi because he had nothing else to do.
He's like, he seems like a nice enough
I'll,
guy.
I'll say in a
was
similar
nice of him.
vein, I think the most important thing that this guy is going to get from
Oh, and sorry.
Nock's notes.
Sorry,
Yes.
not 251, 253. I apologize. I read the wrong section. 253.
Okay. I think the most important thing that this guy is going to get from Nock's notes is probably the information about the obscure and the information about the entity in Warriors Rest that was kind of messing with the puzzles. So those are like the two.
Well, what do you mention with that?
Let's see really quick.
Yo, this bitch was
I
fucking
mentioned the
with us.
symbol. I mentioned the riddles. I mentioned the hee 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 hee.
I actually will probably pipe
think
up at. Oh wait, no, I'm outside.
I think I mentioned the fact that she convinced that I think
Yeah,
Nock
I'm
will
lifting you
own
while
up
you
to
go
the
to
fact
repair
that they
patches on the
killed some
walls.
vampires in a shitty way.
Oliver, while Nock sharing this information about the lock, you see it again. This is the same symbol you saw blocking the path down to the Shrine of Time just less than an hour ago.
And I'll
Same
mention
symbol you
that-
saw during your trial, and the same voice that you've been hearing in your head.
I'll mention that to Kyron because she's not here. That to Kyron, it looked like little sprites, like little plant sprites, were coming out of the wall in that one area.
Oh my
So I
God, I
don't
remember
know.
that.
Where do I see the symbol
Yeah.
again?
So Nock is showing a drawing of it and recounting their experience with this symbol so far.
Oh, and I have a name. Eyeless.
Eyeless.
And Oliver, Nock, you say Eyeless, and then
Uh-huh.
a few moments pass, and Zyshi's like, "Well, what is it?" And Oliver, you did not hear anything either.
Oh.
Wait, I didn't hear anything?
You don't even remember Nock moving her mouth or their mouth.
Huh.
They're erasing bits because it would put you as advantage against her.
The name is Eyeless. I say it again.
You
Nothing.
guys hear the name is, and then like Nock had just stopped speaking.
Like, does my nose start bleeding?
Yeah, awesome.
Can I write it down? Can they?
You write it down on a
You're
piece of paper and
showing
show
the
them.
Yeah.
page.
It's
Yeah.
blank to them. Oliver, you don't see anything on the page.
What?
Oh, that's gonna make Nock go insane a little bit.
And
Yeah.
Nock, in this moment, you
Nock,
kind
what
of
are you-
just hear,
Yeah.
"Shh, that's a secret between us."
Knock, and I'm just gonna say, Knock. What is it? I don't.
That fucker.
Jinrash even speaks up at this point. Bracket, you're outside with Yamakasi, right?
I'm holding up in the sky in the
So-
air while he's fixing things.
Jinrash is still on the inside. He's just like, "What? You guys aren't hearing Nock say?" And says it, and Oliver and Zyshi, you don't hear it either.
Now it's just because
And
of
Okay.
Hellscape.
Jinrash turns to you, Nock, and be like, "Nock, we're speaking, right? You hear it?"
Yes, I hear you.
Eyeless.
Yes.
Okay.
I hear that.
Oliver's just like, stop deleting shit in my brain.
Okay.
And then Zyshi will speak up.
Right.
Strange. So these question mark keyholes you've shown, it seems like this is a symbol in my research has been seen in scarce amounts since the 1 Second War. People claim that it came with riddles, sometimes to help, other times to trick. But there's never been a confirmation if these stories are true or a name for the entity. You say you know it.
Yes, Eyeless.
Yes. I think they're a little bit of a fucker.
And he's Zyshi. You'll see kind of like cock his head with a curious look for a second.
Uh,
They ain't for anyone's
there were a
side.
lot of strange, shitty things that happened in Warriors Rest. I don't know which they are to blame for. Fully.
Blame
But
for.
yeah,
Inconveniences.
they made our task more difficult than it should have been. And in a way, we found some really good things from that. But we also found some really bad things from that. A friend of mine is cursed now.
Well, that gives credence to the tricks that I've read of.
Yeah. She got me to kill some vampires, and at the time I was like, who cares? I feel pretty bad about it now. They were just kind of there, trapped for centuries, and then they were gone.
Well, I would definitely record down any further interactions with this unnamed entity.
Mm.
And Oliver, I know you got cut off a couple of times. Was there anything you wanted to chime in?
Oliver is just trying to figure out what's going on. Like, why
You're
Why is
literally
it-
losing your fucking mind, bud.
why is this being deleted from my brain?
Yeah, this is the only time you've ever not been able to remember something.
It's really bothering
How's
me.
it feeling?
I got you, bitch! I got you!
How's it feeling
Such
blackout
God.
drunk?
What? Like, no, like Oliver, he's literally just sitting like he's just like.
You okay, bud? Jinrash is gonna say and kind of like elbow check you a little too hard and knocks you like back in the fence for a second.
He's not used to
Yeah,
playing with wizards.
yeah. I just my my head hurts.
I think I only know the name because they wanted me to.
Who?
This entity.
Jinrash, you don't hear anything from Jinrash.
Now, okay, question. Since Jinrash said that as I was saying this entity, could Oliver hear me saying this entity still?
You heard this entity, and Jinrash was
Yeah.
like nothing was said. You didn't even he didn't
Okay.
even see
Interesting.
Jinrash's mouth move.
Interesting.
This
That's gross. That's gross and I don't like it.
I don't know the extent of this entity's involvement in Time's first alignment, but I have a sneaking suspicion they're gonna be further involved in your
Yeah.
travels.
I have a feeling they want a piece of the pie, as it were.
I will see what other research I can come up with and can send word if I hear anything.
Okay. I'll try to
Uh,
keep in communication with you as well. Keep you updated.
At this point, so Bracket, you are outside holding up Yamakasi,
Yep.
and Yamakasi, there's a part of the roof you can't quite get to, and you're like, and then Vane just comes over, just grabs you and
A good
to like
girl.
the top of the porch, so you can start mending some of the boards up there.
Yes.
Cool. Thank you.
And Bracket,
That's my
as you see this happening, you can just hear a lot of quick pounding and the ground shaking a little bit behind you.
Hmm.
Guys?
What's happening?
You shout, guys.
Yeah, because that's
Yeah.
a weird thing to feel.
Yamakasi, what do you do?
Where am I? On the roof?
Vane is holding you in the air as you're like mending the board a little bit above Bracket to the side. You're essentially
I
up
don't
there
know.
doing that the MMORPG like fixing thing. Just
I don't know. You said the something was shaking the whole like side of the
so
building, or
you
what? Like,
you haven't felt it because you're not touching with the ground, but Bracket can feel a shaking, and he just went, guys.
I don't know. I'm
Loud enough
at
that
the
people
mercy of Vane at the
inside can
moment.
hear you.
What is Vane doing? Like,
Vane will turn to face you in that direction. And she's just holding you in the air, facing the direction of the cliff.
probably
Jinrash
send me
hears,
down.
be like, seems like there's trouble, and runs to the door.
There always is. Come as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bracket
get
holds
down.
up the
already.
sword. Jinrash goes, Oliver, what do you do?
Cries.
Yeah, cries because I have 2 fucking spell slots left.
And as you guys all prepare, Oliver in the doorway crying, Jinrash coming out, everybody ready. Nock, you have your bow ready.
Yeah.
At the top of the cliff,
Card.
a
That's
dust cloud comes up, and you can just see runs over to him. Just, don't shoot!
Uh-huh.
Don't! It's just your old friend Guard.
It's great to see you, bud. I'm sorry.
It is.
Literally walk up, sort
You
of
guys
way.
okay?
Rough time like
No.
an hour ago. We're better now.
All right. Well, you called. What can I do for you?
Nock has a note for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna write a quick note to my parents, to tell them about the starfall happening at Warriors Rest and let them know that it's of utmost importance that somebody go collect that starfall.
And can help their negotiation point with the queen.
Mm-hmm.
Because they'd be saving the city.
Exactly. That it's incredibly important and helps with the mission that I'm currently on for the tribe.
You're sending it to your mom, you said? Or the
Yeah.
chieftain?
Send it to my mom.
Okay.
Just in case.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
I
right.
trust her more.
Yeah, nepotism is better than corruption.
Yeah.
But only by like this much.
Listen, my mom's a good lady, okay? She's just really pregnant. Nothing wrong with her.
And while you're writing that, Guard would be like, "Oh, and I have one for you," and hands it over to Jinrash. Like, I never get mail. Well, you do today.
It's because you can't read.
Imagine Jirash takes it and hands it to Bracket.
That's
he's-
bit. God
He
damn it.
takes it. He
I
looks
know,
at it for a second,
I'm
he's just
sorry.
like, and he's gonna be like,
It's okay.
later.
No!
There's more important shit going on.
You're not wrong. Did you at least read it?
He's like, I didn't open it.
You should read
Hey.
it.
It says it's from my sister. It's whatever.
Just, oh my god.
Know what? Read it when we are on our way back. Fine.
All right, you can drive the car for a little bit.
Fine by me.
All right. And Guards be like, all right.
Turns out to be
So,
a family emergency, and he abducts the cart without us.
what was your mother's name again?
Ah, shit.
Hold on. Hold
I
on.
didn't prep that! You didn't tell me how to be my session
It's
prep.
definitely in here.
Who can get to it
somewhere.
first? Let me see.
That pregnant lady.
No, she's the best.
Idari Tavora.
Hidari. Yeah, I'd have to like go through and find like when.
Don't
we
worry. This is why,
visited.
after all these years, I've kept a Bracket, Naresh, Jinrash, Nock, and Kyron distinctive section in my
It's been
binder.
5 years since someone asked me my mom's name.
It it's been
Alright,
like
so,
2 weeks,
alright,
really,
so
but it's been
Udari,
like,
Tavora, gotcha.
Dark.
All right.
Yeah,
Anything
she's
else
the
I can
best.
do
You're
y'all
gonna
for?
love her. You've probably met her, but she's the
Oh,
best.
I stopped by and met your mom every once in a while. She's very sweet.
I told you. Yeah,
Mhm.
she's the best.
Just as usual, just at least for that distance, I'd say it'd just be a gold piece.
Fair enough. You're really fast. I don't need it to be any. Can you get it to her today?
Probably a little after sundown.
Okay, that works.
Holy shit,
Knock,
dude.
knock. You know that? Yeah, you that was probably insane for you, Yamagasi. Even though you have also been traveled across Zista City in a moment at speeds comparable to Guard by Peach at that one point of the heist.
And that's what I mean. Like, I know
you
what
can
that's
actually
like.
picture
That's
it.
crazy.
Because, Nock, you would know from roughly this direction, it would probably take a day and a half knowing your path through the Shade Shower Forest to reach your
Right.
tribe. At least a
That's
day
like
and a half,
me.
maybe 2 days.
Yeah.
Yes. And he's like, I could be there in like
Crazy.
2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah, you said that was a gold, right? It's a gold.
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I marked the right currency.
how much time have we obliterated?
You've probably been up here for getting on close to a half hour.
Okay.
It's not
Okay,
much.
so I fixed like 30 patches of random shit.
Oh yeah,
No,
you've done
maybe
good.
Nice.
14.
Zyshi steps out at this time and is like, well, I thank you for the repairs.
Yeah. No, honestly, any friend of Xylia. I mean, Mr. Xylia is like the only reason I'm alive, even. And Andy and Rain. I don't know.
You have a
No
gentle
one nice to me.
soul.
I deserve to be nice to other people.
You have a gentle soul, Yamakausi. I
Haven't
see
always.
why Xylia has chosen you to join her chosen hero.
So,
Suh.
That's very kind of you to say.
Oh, he goes, suh.
yeah. But Bracket definitely says "zuh." I at least I acknowledge my other teammates.
Do you believe genuinely that we were all specifically handpicked?
They're
'Cause that
gods.
just doesn't seem right.
Yeah,
I'm just saying the fact that people have come and left kind of makes that seem unlikely to me.
yeah, I'm kind of with
Oh.
Nock. That
Well, we
feels
still
a
have
little
free will.
far-fetched.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. That's why the gods sometimes go, "Oh, not them no more." Boop.
Well, Xylia can choose, and so can the other gods.
I go
Have
kill
any
an
of
entire
you
village tomorrow.
had
She'll
any
tell me to
other
fuck off.
interactions with any gods?
I mean, I've
I don't know what you're
met
talking about.
Naira, so
I like swore my soul to 3 other entities in the last week.
Yes.
Is that in your
I guess
notes?
kind of.
Is this what
Yeah,
Handy's
What?
mentioned
Yeah.
that?
What?
So she's gonna.
What?
So, Zyshi will go to you, Nock, and say, "So you
Yeah.
may be Naira's chosen hero." And Oliver, thinking about this when he asked the question, "Have you any of you heard from any gods?" You don't know for anything, but the only thing that comes to your mind is this voice that's been following you for the past couple of days.
Huh.
The one associated with the lock with the question mark keyhole.
Huh.
The gods interact in different ways, but in times of great importance, they choose several to do the work they cannot do.
Well,
Mm.
Well, I can't say I've ever been chosen by a god before.
Is it weird that it's happened
Hey,
more
I'm
than
gonna
once to
try
me?
something. I know that Eyeless told me not to try to tell her name. Can Oliver hear me if I say
That
what
bitch.
would you call something that didn't have any eyes?
Eyeless?
Can he hear me say that?
So, in that moment,
Mhm.
he says that. What do you say back? Do you do anything to
He-
say back afterwards?
He can hear me say, what would you call something that didn't have any eyes?
She'd like a trick.
That's my question. I'm trying to trick.
It's not a trick. She'd be like, that's funny.
Honestly,
Mhm.
you say that. Oliver, you say Eyeless, and
Uh-huh.
Nock, what do you do afterwards from there? He says Eyeless, so
Okay. Yeah, I would. Can I say it back?
you say Eyeless back?
Yeah.
He doesn't hear you say Eyeless at all. He just said
Ah.
Eyeless, and then
I just nod.
so Oliver, you see Nock go like this.
Huh. Eyeless. Eyeless. Does that ring any
Fuck
bells?
you. Fuck
You hear-
I got
You
it.
hear in your head, Nock.
Yeah.
Clever girl. Nice little trick. It won't happen again.
I wasn't gonna try again. Gotcha.
And according to Zyshi and Oliver,
Aw.
this
Yeah.
being's name is Eyeless. So,
You know
Andrew,
what? That's fine
you-
enough with
you
me.
now are thinking this entity's name is Eyeless, but spelled eyeless.
Hey, that's better. That's
That was
closer.
a good trick. That was a good trick.
Thank you.
Curious.
I like
Very
clever
curious.
girl. What is Nock a raptor in
Yes.
Jurassic World? Chris
Yes.
Pratt, clever girl.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
The joke was in my head. I was just like, we're just gonna
Nock is a
gloss
little
over
bit
that.
of a raptor. We gotta
Zyshi-
be honest.
Zyshi will write it down then and be like, Eyeless. Oh,
It's
that's a
close
weird.
enough.
That's a weird name for a dog.
Definitely strange.
Wait. I wish I heard what you was said in your head, because then I could say, "Oh, what? Like in Jurassic World?" That's a joke, but I didn't hear that. That's kind of upsetting. It came out. Bracket's seen it.
You can't get all of the jokes, Conlon.
No, I can't win them all. I have to look
It's
up when
okay.
movies came out, because 2019's my end.
I think she's a little mad at me for sharing that, but I don't really care.
Guard's gonna look at this and be like, so what you guys talking about?
God stuff.
Eyeless? What's
yeah, God.
eyeless?
Oh shit! Sorry, guard. Fuck.
Do you want to
Forget
know?
about it. You've had enough god shit, I think, right?
Could be
Thanks
annoying.
for reiterating my bracket.
Yeah.
God shit.
Okay.
Is there a god called Eyeless?
Kind of.
There's an entity.
Don't
definitely.
go spreading that around, though. She'd kick my ass.
She might be a little upset.
You just told the delivery man of the continent. Alright,
Yeah,
so
you told the man who gets the most gossip on the entire
Oh
continent.
no. I didn't do that part on purpose. That's the thing. I only meant to tell Oliver.
I only deliver news that needs to be delivered. This can be a secret between us, Nock.
Thanks, at least for now, until I decide if she's an enemy or not.
But the news can be shit's about to get weird.
She's
Alright.
just... I don't like her very much.
All right. Any other letters? Any other deliveries?
That's all I can really think of.
Hey, Oliver, you want to write your ex-girlfriend?
No, not at all.
Oh God. Okay.
I remember the conversation.
Wait, do I want to?
Wait.
Do I want to what?
Write your ex-girlfriend.
Like a letter he's asking.
No.
That actually does beg the question if we should write anything to the people that you were hanging out with, Yamakasi. Like, do they need to know any of the shit that we're doing?
Actually, that's a really good. That's a really good point.
I hope you in
can
your letter
send
says,
a
I met
letter-
this guy named Oliver. Did you date him? Did you
No, I'm gonna send a letter to Rain though, probably, and say, "Hey, I found the Misfit Warriors, and we're coming to talk to the Queen. Help us when we get here." Kind of shit, you know?
Sick. I don't got to shoehorn anything.
Yes, Oliver is one of the Misfit Warriors, and he says he knows you, but he's a little incredulous that he does.
All right. And you said this is
Is
going
there anything
to...
else I should point out? Like, I feel like there's a lot that I could point out, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little out of sorts right now. Like in real life, personally.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything like of super import other than the fact that we have a plan
We have to
solve
ride
Right,
the
and that we
storm.
like.
We're gonna come to the we're gonna come to Zista, and also Nock could use some help with figuring out this treaty shit if she's able to at all.
Oh, so
yeah,
Rain's
exactly.
gonna learn
Like,
about
we
the
have the
Treaty of
representative.
Chicanery renegotiation? Oh God.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
by the way, this is
Listen,
because
if
the
I
wildest
have
thing.
connections in the city, I'm gonna ask.
The
So,
Queen's
and that's
about to
exactly
have
the
a
point
wild
is
ass
that I
day
wanted to point
after
out.
saving the city a couple days ago, and now having to hold up in the castle her, to her knowledge, dead goddaughter is gonna show up with some ambassador from the Blessed Feet tribe and go like, "We're renegotiating the treaty."
Yep.
Exactly. I
that's
want
the
to
goal.
warn Rain
That's
of
the
all
goal.
of that.
And guard will go, all right, so this is going to Rain. It's a pretty common name.
Cinderheart.
Is their last name? Cinderheart.
Cinderheart. Yeah.
All right.
You've
He
met
just
her,
looks at, isn't
I
she dead?
think.
And you said in Zista City?
Yeah, I'm not. I think she's probably near or at the palace, or
No, she's.
No.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna give her.
You
I'm gonna give
know
her
that she just moved.
Elson's address.
Thank you. I'm like, you know, she moved to the top floor apartment in Delson's building.
So he'll
Yes,
be
I
like,
gave her Delson's address.
all right, I can get this over to the extended city. I don't go in the city much, so I'll just get my quicklings to deliver.
If you can
Actually,
get each to deliver it personally, I'm gonna send a tip along for them.
oh, yeah, to Zista, it'd probably be about 2 gold. So a tip?
Yeah, I'm gonna send just like 25 gold pieces along in a pouch
Oh,
with the
shit.
letter to Peach, specifically to buy Rain flowers as well.
Aww.
I'm baffled.
Aw.
And he's like,
So I'm about to make Rain's life so fucking hard.
and he's
Fair enough.
That just a note that says preemptively, I'm sorry.
Exactly.
and it's gonna be the peach. Okay. And he's like, yeah, I don't go into the city much. The last time actually was a couple days ago, and then he's finally gonna notice Oliver at the top of the staircase sitting over there, and just be like, it actually was to you a couple days ago.
Excuse
Wow,
me.
how'd you get it? He's the guy who delivered the letter from your father.
Oh, that's right.
He's gonna like, how did you get up here so fast?
Magic.
Well, that helped, but
Jogging.
Oliver's like,
Remember
honestly,
goal.
I don't know how I got here.
You guys said portals, right? Portals.
Yeah.
And brought you together, brought you to Ladris, we traveled by cart to here.
And we're gonna travel by
We
cart
have
to
a
the
really
city.
nice cart now. It's really, really nice.
I saw that down there. Yeah, that's awesome.
Isn't it cool?
We are
Yeah.
pimping.
No.
It's covered in everything.
We got a little reward because I was like, hey, we should get one.
Honestly, I wish I had something like that to shield me in the rain.
Aw. Do you
We
need
can-
like an umbrella?
Or like a little,
It's
a
like
little forehead mounted.
I've tried
Umbrella,
the
like in
umbrellas they
golf
have
course.
in Zista, but they always break the
Yeah.
second I go.
so
We
need
gotta
something
do. What about
special.
like a shield, like a clear shield in front of your face, so that it doesn't go into your face at least.
Oh,
They
like a
can
force
always-
field, like the one I gave to Bracket.
Yeah. like,
I think
I'm
Bracket
thinking like those.
completely forgot about that.
I'm thinking of like those plastic face masks that go over your face.
Mhm. He's like,
Or like a welder's mask.
Yeah.
I can try to workshop some ideas and stuff. I got some
Yeah.
connections.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, let me get these deliveries done so I
Thank
can
you.
chill out for the night afterwards.
Tell Peach I
Don't-
said hi.
Don't call me again today. Probably see you tomorrow though.
Okay, fair
Okay.
enough.
Probably.
Thank you. Oh wait, can I? Oh, okay.
Okay.
We bother guard enough. It can wait until
I
tomorrow.
know he's probably like 2 towns over. Like son of a bitch, that motherfucker.
We make that guy run so much. He's gonna lose weight because of us. I
You've
think,
bought
a little
him
bit.
I know.
shoes.
Yeah, we have bought him shoes. We are kind of his favorite, to be fair.
That's so funny though.
He's
Like,
he's just
It's
like, yeah,
been
I'm
2
alignment back. I'm gonna be making bank.
Yeah.
When the world ends, that's when I make my money.
Yeah.
The
to be
last
honest.
service that exists in all worlds is the post office.
Hi, kitty.
Through rain or snow, no sleet or
or
apocalypse.
Cinderheart.
No one stops the U.S. Postal
Well.
Service.
We should probably start heading back as well.
Yes.
Yes, here, and do you guys have your map?
Yeah.
I assume that
gonna-
Oliver.
He's gonna
did
draw
the
a
thing.
little mark on your map of where it depicted the starfall. This is the area you need to go.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Of course. Well,
Have we been here long enough for Wet Hands to have like left good notes or?
Wet Hands walks through the window and through the wall
Good
at this
notes.
point, and he's just like, "Hey, I got," and then the pad and pencil are on the other side of the wall. Well, it's over there.
Love that.
Thank you. I will add it to my collection, and if I am able to figure anything else out for you all, I will write or send word some other way.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
Good seeing you.
Legit.
Can I try and dap him
You're
up before we leave?
Cool.
Before you're gonna try to dap him up.
Mm-hmm. Dapping someone that didn't
I think he has
exist
to make a
just
sleight of
yet.
hand check, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, that's actually hilarious. Do a sleight of hand check because he has no idea what you're doing. So it's kind of like if it works, you're kind of like just guiding it, and somehow it happens.
He's just like,
Like-
oh, what? Huh?
You like reverse pickpocket him into dapping you up. What did happen?
Did you roll a nat 20? Did you roll a nat 20?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Never for anything useful. Always for something stupid. Every single
that's
time.
So good.
Every time.
He's gonna just go towards like a handshake, and then you just
My was a 23.
just oh.
Okay, and then
What?
around town.
And
He just
you
sitting there
literally
like, "That's
guide
the
him through the
most
whole thing. You're
satisfying
just like,
handshake that's ever given.
is that some sort of special handshake?
Yeah, work on it. See it.
I've never. I've
Back
heard-
with the
I'm
man.
still alive.
He's never had a bro before.
He's to say, I've heard of secret handshakes before. I never
I've heard
thought
of
I would
friends
have one
before.
with the hero of light and time.
Well, we're on the same team, so keep it chill.
Right.
Go team.
I'll practice.
I tap. Yeah, I'm asking like we need to get a foam finger.
Oh, this is so sweet.
Oh my god, I hope we do. I want to get a foam
Okay.
finger that casts Eldritch
Brian's like, let me add that to the list of 1,000 items.
And
Nock is
before
just like hyperventilating.
before you
Wait, you
all
weren't ready for
go,
what Bracket just did?
before you all go, you all look some of you look a little worse for wear. Do any of you all need some healing before you go?
The wizard.
I don't need healing. I need sleep.
Oh, well.
Bye.
You got any
Let's
sleep?
see. I mean, Vane is hurt. Is anyone else hurt?
No, we solved that when we relaxed for a minute.
My bird is. My bird
Okay.
is hurt.
Help the bird.
All right. $29 HP to Vane.
What? Really good.
As
Holy shit! What did you do to heal that bird?
as he
I
just
think that's
cast
fully-
Cure Wounds at a 5th level.
Oh boy.
That brings.
It makes it even
Overfall.
funnier that he's such a high level character that he's like,
So,
wow, the
obviously
hero of
that's not
time!
actually-
And he's like a high level character.
Yeah, that brings Vane to full. And then some, which she doesn't get, but that's fine. That's really cool. Thank you. You overshot
And
that a little bit.
and he's like, of course, and you need sleep.
I mean, yeah.
Talking over to
Yeah, we
Oliver.
could
You
use
give
him.
us.
Yeah.
You could give us sleep.
How could you, I don't know? You can give us. Yeah. How would that even work?
How
Senzu
many?
beans.
I can do up to 3.
Sleep?
Up to 3 what?
A cat nap.
Holy shit! I want to be one of them. I've got spells.
I also have spells.
That would be a much appreciated, sir.
I'll take
Knock,
a cat
which
nap.
spells of ours are more important? That's the decision
Very
we
well.
have to
Probably
make.
yours. Probably yours.
I don't want to say no to you. If you're excited to do the cat nap, do the cat nap.
Well, you've
Wait,
got...
no, seriously. Wait, not.
you
If you
have-
want a cat nap and
yeah.
Bracket wants it, I'll stay up and fucking do
But
more
don't you?
mending.
No, you got like fucking
Yes.
no sleep. You're
For
on
sure,
as
but I'll
little
get sleep
as
later.
Oliver.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different spells I can cast on just charges.
Okay, I have one spell slot left.
I got 0.
You can take the nap.
Is
You guys
second
can take the
level.
nap. I've
Okay.
got other stuff I can be doing.
And Oliver, when he
Sure.
says a cat nap, you know he's talking about the cat nap spell. It's a
You
third
know
level.
that he's ready for you to sleep right here, right now.
It's a 3rd level spell that can make 3 people fall asleep for 10 minutes and get the benefits of a short rest.
Ugh,
Oh, of a
Short
short rest.
short rest isn't really going to do it for me, but sure, I'll take it.
Damn.
Push.
Ooh, I have short rest spell slots.
Okay,
Yeah,
you take it then.
You take it.
Because I don't.
So just Oliver and Yamakasi?
I'll take it as well because I have some actions that I get back on short rest.
Yeah, I
Alright,
don't need
somebody
rest.
somebody brace these 3 or lay down on the ground.
I'm just gonna plop down, crisscross applesauce.
Like, I can't really. Yeah.
Alright.
Am I allowed
could
to
probably
use my
support
hit dice
Oliver.
for this as well?
Yeah, sure, as long as you have hit die left.
Mm.
So, and then he just takes a little pinch of salt and just shoots it out into all 3 of your faces. So that's Bracket, Yamakasi, and Oliver. And immediately all 3 of you fall unconscious.
So, what do you... You're a druid, right? Yes? Yes, you spoke druidic to me.
I began my journey as a druid, but since taking over my position as the Watcher, I am a cleric of the light domain of Xylia.
Oh. I've never met a druid like you before.
Well, let me see. Hold on. What? Let me just refresh myself real quick. Like, yes, my circle is long gone. However,
Sorry to hear that.
the blood-burnt battle was deadly for lots of people.
Yeah. I'm close friends with people from the Grove. So
Jinrash is gonna be like, yeah, I lost people to the fires as well.
my dad lost some fingers, but he's okay.
At the circle that I had, we tried to use the cosmos to predict the path forward, and I tried to warn them of the events of the blood-burnt battle, but no one else foresaw what I saw.
What did you see?
You're asleep.
That's correct.
I
That's
was
correct.
I was going to say what
My
what was
bad.
so different
In
about
My
his
you.
bad.
sleep, Oliver just because he hears and knows everything. What did you see?
He's having a separate, unrelated dream.
I was dreaming about
Possibly.
Catalina.
Topical.
You
Canon.
guys all look at Oliver for a second, and then
I don't. I'm asleep.
Nock, you're kind of just like, well, yeah. What did you see?
Yeah.
I foresaw the events, the vampires descending down and burning all in their wake. A lot of Celeste's shadow was burnt away as well. And I fled and found my way here in the nights that followed. Xylia's shrine protected me, and I dedicate the rest of my life to recording this time's stories and guarding her shrine and the temple below.
I'm
Jinrash
glad that
is
someone's here to do it.
yes. Well, every time needs a protector. Every time needs a recorder. I'm not much of a fighter, but more of a researcher, a historian.
Feel like you'd be able to hold your own. At least a little bit.
Basic survival. It's enough to fend off the kobolds. Though I've had to lay out some traps since the past couple of nights.
Since
You notice at
they're
this
one
point while
of
you're having this
my-
conversation, by the way, Jinrash finally just thinks and he pulls out the letter and he starts reading it while you guys are having the
He's
conversation.
become bored.
Since they're one of my favorite enemies, can I think of anything that kobolds naturally dislike that he could maybe put at the entrances to the holes to keep them away?
The
Being
number
bored.
one thing you know that everybody knows is just generally sunlight. They don't like the
Mhm.
sunlight.
Yeah.
But roll a nature check.
Okay. I'm
Come on, the gobbing herb they don't
going
like
to-
mice hate mint.
I get to do this with advantage because they're my favorite enemy.
Someone should look up, are there things that lizards are sensitive
That
to
is
smell-wise?
18.
18?
Mhm.
Okay. So you do know of some herbs that are rare to find in the Shade Shower Forest that give
Yeah.
off a almost kind of like too spicy feel to it. Like it almost like it's a weird herb that almost like feels heat producing off of it, caused by the blood burnt battle and the remains of that, like some of the chars that flew into the forest. So they're more kept over there. The kobolds seem to not like that, as far as you know. It's not a common herb to see around, but it's traded every once in a while.
Just I'll write that down for him. If you spread
like
some of
it.
this in front of the holes, they won't come out as much. They can't stand the smell of this stuff.
I have some connections over in Naira's Grove. I can see if they have any in supply.
What's her name? What's her name? Flower Lady.
Oh, you should
The
tell.
issue is that my notes.
The
from
one who has the
before-
crush on Bracket.
Oh yeah, what's
The
her
problem
face?
is my notes from before are like in a
That I
different.
tried to flirt with, and it was the
area.
most mundane flirting because it was me and Brian, who love each other in not that way. It's platonic love, not no
Is it
flirtatious love.
Aurora? No, that's not it. Do. My notes are not this good.
Oh.
Navis Joxy.
Navis. You know Navis?
Yes, Navis and I trade all the time. Wonderful,
she's sweet.
wonderful woman.
She's really sweet.
And Jinrash is gonna like take the note and kind of just put it back in his pocket. And about this time, everybody wakes up.
Cool.
Welcome back. How was your nap?
Very
really, really,
refreshing.
really good, actually.
You get
Oh, there.
Oliver. You actually feel not like well rested, but after everything that going on, you were like, "Wow, I really fucking needed that." And anything you get regain on a short rest, you regain. I don't know if that's your rescue wrench ability. I think it was a short rest, but you may get that back. But yeah, anybody else can restore anything else on their short rest, and Zyshi was like, "Well, is there anything else you all need before you are on your way?"
I can't think of anything else.
I don't think so.
No, I think we need to skedaddle. It'll be good to see you again, sir.
Probably, yeah.
Good
Thanks for
luck on
having
your
us.
travels, and
Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
good luck.
Do you know anything about how these stars are going to fall? Like, should we be careful to stop, like, not be right where they're going to be, or should we be right on top of them?
I
I should have asked that
generally
earlier, but
would
do you have
not
any
recommend being in the direct path of a star falling from the sky.
Yeah, that
I
sounds
feel
like a
like
bad
It,
plan.
it seems.
Yeah,
it
you
seems-
you say it like that.
that seems ill-advised.
We're probably hot.
Oliver, this day has been like, wow, like I really am the smartest person in the room right now. Like,
Yeah, but he can't say eyeless, so.
Say what?
You got to get in front of the ball, you know.
You can say eyeless now.
Yeah, eyeless, not eyeless.
all right, so you guys head on back down the stairs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I hope that edible hits me on the way down.
Bracket, roll a
We do it
Constitution saving
normally
throw.
this time.
Sick!
Damn it. You know what? Nock's gonna
I'm gonna
take
be honest
another
with you
one
guys.
as we
I
start
think I'm
heading
gonna
down.
be going to bed
I
soon.
was fucking hit you on our as we leave. Constitution 17.
17. You are once again able to not have a bad high. Again, just feels comfortable to you, like a very familiar feeling. You fucking millennial.
Yeah, well,
and
he remembers.
honestly, it helps you focus as you're going down the stairs.
Fucking deactivates the ADHD for a minute.
And you guys are all able to get back down the stairs properly,
No, I'm
get
just
back into the
autistic.
cart. Jinrash is going to get back into the driver's seat. All right, back to Ladris.
Dillatris, as quick as we can.
All right, do you
My
guys
friends,
want to...
I have to go to bed. I have almost fallen asleep twice on my couch.
Oh no.
So I'm really sorry.
No, that's
No
okay.
worries.
Have a good night,
Hey.
bud.
Yeah, I'm. If you need me to do anything applicable, please, feel
Honestly,
free to.
honestly, it's around the time we end typically 11 o'clock to 11:30, but it's 10:50. Do you guys want to end now and then hey try to do another session in maybe like 3 weeks or something like that, just to continue the rest of it?
Yeah.
Because
I'm
honestly, I mean, all you guys are going to do is probably drive back to Lajuris. I don't know if we want to decide as a group, are you guys going to take go straight there? Because that will take you probably another 6 hours, so you'll get there like 10:30, 11 o'clock. Or do you want to go a couple hours, camp out, and then get there in the morning?
Probably go straight through, but so if we're
So too.
are we allowed to get a full rest if if we take shifts driving?
I mean, it's a 6 hours drive to there, so technically in shifts you could do that, but somebody would have to rest for an additional like 2 hours by the end of it, just to get their full rest. So let's just decide that right now, so we know what we're doing going into next
That's
session.
what we're doing. If Brian, you're willing to make it mainly uneventful, boom, that.
I feel
Cool,
like
alright.
Jinrash would be the one doing the main driving since he's got experience.
I mean, Jinrash can do
also-
the first 2 hours, and then he switches out for somebody else. They do 2 hours, switch out for somebody else, and then 2 hours there, and should be the math should math
The
somehow.
only problem is, does everyone know how to operate the cart? Bracket was shown by Jinrash.
And horses basically figure it out.
Nock, you're probably like, I can figure it out. Oliver, you haven't driven a cart, but you've been riding in carts and you've seen people do it all the time.
You've
Yeah, it's
definitely
not that
been in a getaway while being under attack. You dated Rain.
Naki's like good at talking with animals. Like they can't cast speak with animals, but they have like this shit with beasts where they can like communicate well.
So we'll see how the rolls
would be
go
fine.
next time as you guys finally try to have some other people drive the cart.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well,
Also,
hey.
if we're just going to sleep on the drive home, I don't have anything else to really do. But if we've got time to do training, we can start practicing Nock steady aiming.
Yeah. Remember, a long rest just has to be 6 hours sleeping and then 2 hours of light activity, which unless it's like really heavy intensive training, like what Bracket does, with his sword fighting, then you can do light training
I'm
in
picturing
the
just
2
standing
hours.
upright while on a moving platform.
Yeah. Well, cool. All right. Thank you guys for joining on this ADHD adventure going on here. I hope you enjoyed the tangents and the diversions and all the wonderful disasters of this session. And yeah, until the next disaster, everyone. Good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
night.
Sorry for
Good night.
tapping out.